got it. You figured it out. Oh shit! Are we gonna go right into the intro? No opening bit. We just get serious.
I don't
very
know.
serious. It's very serious.
I mean, we could get serious. I'm fine with getting serious. I'm very fine with getting serious.
This is the
no
most
more, no
somber
jokes. This
episode
podcast,
today.
no jokes.
No jokes.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, I'm being.
If you laugh, this we've created like what's up with the minutes? Trying to laugh challenge.
Jokes are bourgeois decadence.
Oh my god! 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 It's what's up with the minutes. Episode 15. Holy shit! Holy shit! 15. Big 1-5. Yeah, no, very round. You know, we call him with it. It's fire and fire. What's going on here? What's going on here? Trey has just changed his background in live.
Good
in
Kid
live
Maga City.
3K Mafia. Two chains and whip. What's the one on the other side, Trey? Wait, switch the other side. Switch the other side.
I don't even. What does that say?
Slum privilege.
That's hard.
That's crazy.
That's hard.
Some privilege is crazy. That's actually that's hard. That's tough. That's tough. That was
I was gonna edit Jack Harlow to be in blackface, but it was too much effort.
That would have been horrible.
Yeah, it would have.
It's so bad.
I'm. Listen, he said it, not me.
Yeah, no. To be fair, he got blacker outside of TREDOES' control. TREDOES had nothing to do with that at all. Yeah, fair enough. We're what's up with the minutes, hip hop conversations and the like. You know, we be taking 3 topics every single fortnight and discussing it, talking about it, thinking about it, pontificating upon. You know what I mean? We be reaching out into your brainwaves and being like, what do you think about hip hop? Why do you think about hip hop? If you have thoughts about hip hop that we have stimulated, comment down below. Let us know what you think of the things and the stuff and the things also. You know what I mean? Inform us. Today, I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, as always. Would you like to introduce yourself, man in the top left? I'm Gohan Dani.
Robinson Mega, Black Left. Secret House Against, where I do the little conversations and reviews.
They're big. They're huge. Those are big conversations, man.
They are kind of long. One time I had somebody, it was like a Feekin' Lungs album, and they were like, "Yo, you buried the lead. You guys talked for like 6 minutes before talking about the album." I was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up! Like, we're the only people talking about Feekin' Lungs on this fucking channel. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, we're laying the groundwork of who they are and how we know them. We're not going to we don't like to just jump in and be like, well, these white guys are talking fast.
Yeah, to be fair, they are talking fast. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They got speed. They got speed to it, man. But you got to establish the speed. You got to establish the speed before you get to talk about the speed. You know what I mean?
It's hard to satisfy these underground rap netizens. Like you've got to like just let them have their I don't know, hip hop channels that like go into it quickly. I don't understand like the attention span of the youth these days. You know what I mean? Why did the color change? I don't know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You messing with it? Okay.
Oh, Trey.
Oh, he has keys to the kingdom. That's right.
Word. Yeah. Okay, well, as you're changing the shit around here without asking. No. As you're changing shit around here without even consulting the council first, why don't you introduce yourself? You know what I mean? Present yourself to the court.
My name is Trey, also known as TREDOES, FBA. Tweet too much, and I rap sometimes. I rap occasionally.
And by occasionally, you mean recently as well. You just dropped a single, my boy. Oh my gosh.
I may or may not have dropped a single on Bandcamp called Curtains. Basically, the whole thing around it. Well, technically, I had a bet with Cove if I would drop music. She said if I don't drop a song, then the podcast is over. And I didn't want the podcast to end. This is my only source of income, so I had to lock in. But the actual reason is I've been entirely too precious with my shit, so I'm trying to get back in the mentality of just dropping shit whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
Curtains is out now on Bandcamp. TREDOES.
Yeah, shout out TREDOES. Good music. Wait, Mega, can we clap that up? Is it possible?
Nah, not for that.
No, I don't. Well, I gotta wait that up because I have these controls. I gotta find them.
No shit.
Media assets.
You've given him too much power, man. This can't be happening. Hello and hi. I am KOSEY, also known as KOSEY. I do the rap thing. I do the producing thing. I do the podcasting thing. She her champion, transgender queen doing the hip hop thing. We out here. That rhyme is so weak, but I'm keeping up. I'm gonna convince the people it's not weak. If I do it often enough, the people are gonna be like, "Oh shit, she really spitting." But for now, I gotta just get them used to it. You know what I mean? By the way, that reminds me, we didn't do our outro last week.
Good.
Oh, really?
I noticed and didn't say anything because it was good.
You don't like the outro?
I don't condone that terrible outro. I'm sorry.
On Earth.
He doesn't
No foul shit. No foul outros on Earth. I kind of like it. It's like we're really nice, and then at the end it's like, get the fuck out. Your time's up.
Yeah, I like it. It reminds me of, like, it feels like some Power Ranger shit. You know what I mean? I'm out here. I'm about to like hit a pose like this. We're doing it again. I'm back in the Sentai phase. Yeah, I haven't watched Dragon Ball in a while, but the spirit of Gohan past stays on me.
I see.
I don't like that Trey said that he was a foundational Black American, even though he likely is. I was thinking as we were doing the intro, one of the things I think that is like interesting about our podcast and this show in general is that we are actually like discussing hip hop through the lens of a few different leftist tendencies, Marxist tendencies, anarchist type of tendencies, and that's kind of one of the things that separates us talking a little bit of bullshit about other stuff. And so being tethered to Tariq Nasheed or Yvette Carnell with the ADOS is just rubbing me the wrong way. I was stewing in hatred for about 3 or 4 minutes after he said that, and I would just like to go ahead and disavow that as Gohan Mamdani.
Thank you, Gohan Mamdani. Yeah. We appreciate your work. But we were like,
I'm mad because Gohan Mamdani is kind of tough.
It's sick as fuck.
I was gonna be Black Harlow, but that one was like too easy, like hanging fruit. Like I saw Gab say it yesterday, and I was like, damn, he took it because that's why I was
Black Harlow. You see the co afterwards. It's important.
Black Harlow. I like that.
Every Black Harlow joke in the world in the last week.
Yeah, they've already been done. You're not gonna come up with a new one. It's impossible.
I remain optimistic. I might pull something out, halfway through. It's like how I do.
Fair enough. What else do we have? What's the things we say? Oh yeah. Let's introduce our topics. Oh shit!
Topics first.
No. We can do Patrons. We're cool. You know what I mean? We're fluid in the cut.
We're fluid in the cut. We have this thing called Patrons on this thing called Patreon, where if you subscribe for a modest $3 or more, you can get early access to the What's Up with the Minutes podcast. A week early. So right the moment, today is March 18th. The second we're done recording this, that shit getting uploaded. But
sheer speed.
Oh yeah, you also get it uncut. So yeah, we be saying extra shit, so you get that too.
Yeah.
But we have lovely patrons, and their names are Wet Sticker, Erie Don, Paul Hurdle, Gavin, Devil May Swear, Alex Pennington, Dago, Stilo, Zoom Zoom, Fick, Caden, Evan, Rana Joy, Mega, Bleach, and Dano from Free Music Empire.
Shout out. Just want to take a quick second after acknowledging our patrons. Shout out someone else. Shout out August. They be doing the animation work and shit like that. You might have seen it on last episode. You might be seeing it right now.
It's a possibility.
Ooh, there's a chance. And yeah, we really deeply appreciate your being a part of the community. Also created those gifts that we have. It's funny as fuck, and we be giggling. You know what I mean? I've been in conversations where they've been used, and I am not happy with the fact that my face is now out there to become a joke for anyone, to just be like, just throw their thing on. That freaks me out. But they're good gifts. So I can't be too mad. Yeah, no, we're having a good time. Do you guys want to introduce your topics, starting with Mr. Does?
Oh shit, I don't know.
My topic this week is very loosely defined, but in the spirit of ELUCID's new album with Sebb, I guess you had to be there. I wanted to talk about the more intangible aspects of music, and how certain things when experiencing rap music, they have to be experienced, not explained through a pitchfork review or a genius tidbit. You would have had to be there to understand it. So that's the outline of my topic.
Cool. Good to know. We have now for the first time figured out what Trey's topic is. Fantastic.
I explained it.
You explained it, and then I read it, and I was like, okay, cool.
I
That's
just went over
probably
your
something.
heads.
And
I
then,
was trying to get
Real
towards like,
good.
what does it mean, ephemeral? Like, what are we talking about? And Cole was like, just vibe with it, man. Look at the words, think about it, and just vibe. I need
Yeah, I did- I said-
specificity.
no.
Help
I said,
me.
shut the fuck up and talk, bro. You got it. Don't
Yeah.
try and learn shit. What the fuck is he
Yeah, she made it seem like I was like, man, you trying to, or like, just come on. Why you
Low
always
key
thinking?
though, we don't. I
You
feel
are
like we can
trying
just
hard.
show up. We can just show up and
Yeah,
perform.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
can dribble regardless. We got it.
Yeah, it's
No
all
ball
good.
required. You know what I mean? I'm walking around like this.
I do like the war bonnet on today, though. I do like that.
You see?
Is that a PlayStation hoodie?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I stole this from my ex. Shit's fire. No?
Fake gamer, stolen valor.
Yo,
Or were we gonna?
these women,
Cole,
man.
I'm comfy as fuck.
Cole is single-handedly gonna bring back Gamergate.
we need to talk more about the the theft of hoodies in the male community. These women are taking all the damn hoodies. Like, I've lost several throughout my life. Yeah, there's like a treasure trove of hoodies somewhere, just hoarding them like wealth.
Unfortunately, it's comfortable, so it's mine now. That's just the rules. That's the rules. It's the rules. Shouldn't have had comfy clothes around me. Shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't have.
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made, and they've been fixed by me having this.
She's
saying.
cozy, not you.
Yeah. Give me back my name, nigga. The fuck. They be stealing my birthright. Anyways, my topic for this week is just kind of about recently I've seen, as a result of the Surf Gang Mike and Earl Sweatshirt split tape. Trey, your name is ridiculous. Trey, your name is crazy. Crazy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because of the result, as a resulting like discourse on the Surf Gang and Mike and Earl album has I've got a few thoughts about it. I've got a few thoughts about it pertaining to what we do and don't consider to be anti-blackness in this space we call hip hop, where so much of discussion is kind of rooted in the weird racial dynamics that occur as a result of there being quote unquote black art and the like. Yeah, cool. And Mega, would you like to tell us?
Yeah,
you seem like you don't want to tell us. So is that? If
I
not, that's
actually
fine. You can be
don't
secret.
remember which one I said I was going to do. My topic is. Oh yeah. The architecturality of psychogeographism in the white male space.
Yeah.
And like get him.
Someone got blacker, and it wasn't us. Someone. I don't know what happened over the last 2 weeks. Me, Mega, and Trey have stayed the same amount of black. Like on the spectrum, our blackness is not shifted nearly as much as a certain man named Jack Harlow. So
I've been looking at a lot of spaces to try to figure out exactly where there was a surplus of blackness that I could somehow take from without victimizing the black community. And it's ongoing research, but I got spreadsheets. I got the Excel spreadsheets opened up. I'm looking.
Yeah.
paying
It was
attention.
scary. I came over to your house the other day, and there were just like chalkboards plastered over every single wall. And then there were a huge circle, like a huge red circle framed around this one white man. I couldn't figure out who it was, but I was scared.
Several thumbtacks with string attaching to different webs of influence, and
several doesn't even like explain how many. It was more than it was like several. Like Steve seems like a normal amount ballpark. I mean like dozens, dozens and dozens. It was there was more red string than there were images. It's very incoherent to anyone who isn't Mega and in Mega's brain. You know what I'm saying? It gets very serious out here.
You can see the pyramids from space. Like at the top of the pyramid, there's a blue eye. A blue eye. It's strange.
Isn't that shit something I was thinking recently? The like the quote unquote Illuminati symbol. Like that's on your fucking like dollars.
You all right over there,
that's
Trey?
Dollars.
Yes. I was answering Cole, not Mega, but yes to both of those.
It's good to know. It's good to know. Yeah, I was just thinking like realistically, all the conspiracy heads who are like, oh shit, the Illuminati's real. If I was looking at my money and there was a symbol that strange, I'm gonna think of some reason why, and I'm not gonna Google it. I'm gonna make up some bullshit about reverse songs. You know what I'm saying?
It looked neat. Did y'all ever play Timmy Turner by Designer Backwards back in the day? That shit used to be so tough to me, bro.
Timmy Turner by what?
Designer. You know, Timmy Turner.
Oh, Designer.
He been wishing for a bird to kill everybody.
Trey, what are you? You're making mad noises right now. What's going
I
on?
don't know why like your mic is picking up all the background noise. I could hear you like your chair moving, you breathing. Yeah.
I was fumbling with the money. My fault.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit!
The
Oh
camera's
word!
blurry.
No,
I'm
see
trying
that
to-
Trey counting the bills, bro.
Can you see
Oh
it?
shit!
Can-
Yeah. $1
Right
Oh,
there,
yeah.
the Illuminati eye.
That's literally Illuminati. That's nuts. That's wild. That's insane and crazy.
I
Speaking
hate
of
conspiracy
early in the
theories so much
episode,
because
it's
I was a
crazy.
big conspiracy theorist when I was younger, and you usually hate the things that you are like
Yeah,
that you learn to be
What did you
different
believe?
from.
What did you believe?
I
What were
believed
your
in all
thoughts?
types of shit, man. Like sacred geometry, energy epicenters, hyperdimensional physics,
What about the Jews?
shape-shifting reptilians. Yeah, well, the Jews, that was just like, they're not really Jews. They're also like demonic beings from the lower overtones of the fourth dimension. They're just one
Type
harmonic
shit.
shift away from us, and that's
So
how they're
you just used
controlling
to
us.
talk
Yeah.
like that? You just like that was how you would like.
But
Would that
yeah,
come off of you
I mean,
frequently?
it was like, just I've been the same type of person for the most part, but I'd be like, yo, if you put a circumscribed tetrahedron inside the planet Earth, it's going to touch on certain longitude and latitude lines. 19.5. You look at Earth, you're going to see 19.5 is the ion of Mauna Kea, the largest energy source and coming out of Earth in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. You put that same circumscribed tetrahedron, one of the 5 platonic solids, there's only 5. You put that in Mars, where's it at? It's going to point to
Platonic?
Olympus Mons. What was that?
He ain't fucking her.
Why
No
are they
romantic,
platonic?
no
Like, they
romantic
don't-
attraction.
Yeah,
Nope.
they're just friend zones.
Yeah, the rest of them are getting crazy with. There are 5 shapes that are off limits.
Yeah.
The rest of them,
No.
though, oh shit,
They're perfect. They're the 5
Shit.
perfect shapes. Everything else gets a little bit crazy. Yeah, everything else gets a little crazy. But I mean, like that's literally mathematics. So that's literally mathematics. The 5 platonic solids. Like that's
Mhm.
not like
I've
a
never been good
conspiracy
at
part of
math,
it.
so.
But yeah, and if you look at Jupiter 19.5, what do you think is there? Think
What
about
does that
Jupiter,
mean?
the big
What-
red spot. Well, the tetrahedron, if you attach it to the things, its points are going to have certain energy epicenters or certain energy vortices. We're talking about hyperdimensional physics. They don't want you to understand that the world is not flat. It is a triangle.
Thank you, Cat Williams.
But there was a lot of there was a lot of stuff like that. But also I was like reading shit like Fingerprints of the Gods, realizing that the pyramids, like there was information back then that was like, the pyramids is much older than we thought they were, and you watch Jeopardy and be like, well, it's only 2,000 years old, like 4,000 years old, and it's like, nah. Eventually they found out that the water erosion on the Sphinx must have come from a time where the environment was much different, and all types of stuff. Like it wasn't all completely useless. You know what I mean? I'm talking about chakras and all the new age philosophy shit. But yeah, because of that, I just understand how bullshit it is. And that's how I feel about anarchism too, because I was an anarchist,
Yeah.
right after that,
You
right
read
after
and
that.
you were
So,
like, man, this is okay. It's fair enough. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
so
That's
you hate
why I
what
be
you
hating on the
know.
manosphere, because I spent my fucking teenage years locked in. I was like, okay.
You was learning how to
Yeah.
do pickup artist shit. Like, let me go ahead and neg this trick right quick. I'm gonna go ahead and peacock
That's exactly
and put on
what's
a
going
war
on.
bonnet.
Yeah, I'm telling you, at 14, I was walking around the spot. You know what I mean? Full leather, full 3-piece suit. You know what I'm saying? And that was in the era when it was like, oh shit, I got to be chivalrous. Chivalrous? What is it? Chivalrous?
Chivalrous.
Chivalrous? Yeah.
So like, were you like deep management? Like you actually like?
No,
like,
I'm low key. I'm joking a little bit. I'm joking a little bit, but I was on the oh man, feminism it sucks, bro. What the fuck?
I wasn't
I was on
manosphere
that.
like the way it's understood now. It was more like just the built-in misogyny. It wasn't
Sure.
like,
I mean, that's
fuck with
fucking rap
Jordan
music.
Peterson and I'm
Nah.
gonna debate you type shit.
I was watching those videos that were like feminists destroyed compilation.
I wasn't in that deep.
Yeah, low key, I was. Yeah, it was a travesty, mate. I can't lie.
I was
to
just
you.
like, oh, women rapping about pussy. That's fucked up, bro.
I mean, I was relatively woke, but also there was just like inherent things about society and being a man back then that leak into the system from all around. And so like I really, we was really outside trying to get butt every night. We was, buying girls drinks, taking them home tipsy. There wasn't that type of rule like that back in the day. Like,
were you one of those
women,
PUA
yeah.
niggas?
I read
What is
read pickup artists. I read
Pickup
one of the
artists.
books and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and try to put this together. But I was never like outside actively like I'm gonna hit on 52 women tonight and that's gonna leave me with a 6% chance of getting some butt. No, I was I've always just got by on my looks and my charisma, but like it just yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you never
Damn,
got to
nigga said that
52,
can't be
man. You were
taught.
successful before that, is what I'm hearing. Your
Yeah,
track-
there was little joints, like I had my own little techniques that were tried and true depending on who I was talking to. I used to definitely try to be like, "Yo, have you ever taken the Myers-Briggs psychometric type indicator?" And they'd be like, "What is that?" And I'd be like,
that
"Yo, if
probably
you
did
think,
numbers back in the day, bro.
yeah, it did. You know who it did numbers with too? Like young girls, not like 15. I'm talking about like 22-year-old girls who are into like astrology." Because you start like, I used to
The
be able to,
Erica Badu types. Trey, take
yeah.
notes. Trey, take
I
notes.
used
That's your
to
type.
be able to type them. I'd be like, all right, I'll talk to you, ask them a couple questions. I'd be like, yeah, you're an INTJ, intuitive thinking,
ENTP.
judging. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see. Those things really make me
Yeah.
uncomfortable. I don't like when I get given the full letters and shit.
Just
I remember like
soft science.
I did one of
I
those
forgot
once.
what mine is.
It's like it'll give. I don't remember what each of the letters mean, but I remember one person being like, "Yeah, your one matches with Ichigo from Bleach," and I was like, "Yeah, but I'm
Oh
never
no,
looking
yeah,
at this
they
shit
used
ever
to
again
they
in
used
my
to
life."
do that.
Yeah.
They used to be like,
Yeah,
the characters from this media that you
Right.
share personality types with.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I that made me uncomfortable. I didn't like being Ichigo from Bleach, so I was like, never told me about it ever.
One
again.
time I saw one was like, you're an ENFP. Guess who you are in this Super Mario chart? Hey Yoshi, and I was like, motherfucker, I am not
What,
letting some motherfucker.
bro, Yoshi's
Yeah.
gangster, bro.
Yoshi's
I
gangster.
don't
Actually,
care.
I don't think Yoshi's gangster. He's been played by Childish Gambino right now. Like it gets dire. It gets
Oh.
Yoshi.
At least we got a found.
dire.
At least we got a foundational blacker American on that. He's getting
wouldn't
black.
say
He
foundational.
Childish Gambino. No, he definitely found out the wellspring of blackness and got more and more black throughout his career.
Yeah,
You look at
you're
his
right,
early
you're
career,
right.
man. He
Well,
was
he did
was
get
not
blacker.
black like that. He
Yeah,
got
no, you're
blacker.
right.
He got hella
He
black.
He got
Get
blacker.
blacker.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
He started doing what is it? Atlanta. And he got
So,
artsy
yeah,
black. He started
making
showing
neo
up.
soul. He started making
Yeah.
neo soul.
Mm-hmm. That's how
He
it
got blacker,
happens.
He cracked the code. Jack Harlow
Mhm.
tried to do the Gambino method, but it didn't work.
Right. Once you're considered cool artsy, then like look at what is his name? Jordan Peele. Yeah.
Jordan
Yeah, that
Peele.
nigga he made
He
some
was a
jokes and
goof,
shit.
he big goofy back in the
Yeah.
day, and now he's like
The
some
white people
black
still love him.
epicenter of artsy blackness.
Yeah.
One of the speaking
gaps.
voices of what it means to be black in America.
No more gaps. No more gaps.
Yeah. Movies are whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all how I felt about both of those cats, like my first couple weeks inside of the Discord, and everybody's like, what do you mean? I was like, I got a spider sense about this shit, bro. I'm telling you, in 2 years, wait until this nigga Jack Harlow blow the lid off all these niggas, man. It's gonna happen. Yeah, y'all didn't believe me. But
Yeah,
I
we
was
had no
right.
clue. We didn't know it was
Yeah.
coming, and we didn't know it was coming.
Me in front of the conspiracy theory wall, like do the math. And
Word,
it's
word.
right, Lord Jamar is our only defense.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
That's the next step. That's the next step.
Should we
Trey.
go right into
Again.
these topics?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna. I thought you were about to.
I'm gonna start.
That was my topic. My topic. We finished it just now.
No,
Yeah.
it's coming back. We're coming back to it later. That was a sneak peek. A sneak peek of what's to come.
Sneak peek. So we'll start it light. We'll just give our general thoughts on the project real quick. Keep it brief. We'll start like
The ELUCID
that.
situation.
Personally, I love the album. I think Sebb's production elevated this in a crazy way for me. I don't know, the space where ELUCID is on this project feels very comfortable. I'll say that feels very comfortable, and but it feels familiar. It doesn't feel like I'm being like thrown in and I gotta like make sense of a bunch of crazy shit. It feels like something familiar. And then favorite tracks: Make Me Wise, Ikiano, Alive Herbals, Coon Speak.
Equiano.
That's my short debrief.
Yeah.
What do y'all
Okay.
think?
To jump in. I think it's very, very well made. It's an incredibly well made album. The production on it is fantastic, very stellar. ELUCID, I would say like this is kind of like the most rap focused he's been in a while, where I'm just like consistently like I'm listening and I'm really focusing on like the bars, you know what I mean? Like I'm making sure I actually know what he's saying in a way that I don't usually do when I'm listening to his stuff. Usually it's kind of like feel the vibe of it. And the beats are very much helping with that and being like a kind of more stripped back sound than the kind of craziness that was Revelator, while still being crazy. Like it's not like it's like chilling out doing nothing. I would say all of that comes together to be like a really great album that right now like it's not like sitting on me in a way that I'm like emotionally resonating with, but I'm listening like this is really well made. You know what I'm saying? That's currently where I'm at with it. And Mega, what do you think?
Um, I haven't had a chance. Like, I don't think Dash has released his review on it, so I haven't formed an opinion yet. I'll wait until I read Dash's review and then just agree with everything he says and then call it that. If I have to give a response, you know what I mean?
The
like,
options out there if you would like
this
to
guy,
say.
this guy ELUCID does a lot. He's got a cool sounding voice, a lot of word salad, like these beats. They don't even have like hi hats on them, some shit like this. Can't dance to this shit. There's like there's like some type of like tropical Mexican guy on there rapping real fast. I don't know what's up with that. You know, some of the song titles are unpronounceable. Like, what is a queen? Yeah, I mean, like, what do I look like here? It's just a bullshit album. I'm really sick and tired of all the love and respect that these guys get. They don't have bars. I'm reading some of the lyrics. It's like, made my first million in human hair. Is that like doll hairs? I mean, come on, what is that? I don't even know. It's just shit. Yeah, it's like, you know, these guys. I think one of the bigger selling point, like the bigger point that I'm taking away from this album by ELUCID is like, he can do whatever he wants. But the people who are really stupid are the people who are fans of him for even liking this stuff. You know, I just feel like if you
stupid, if
really,
you like
if you like this type of music, I think you're probably a deeply unserious person who is like incapable of thinking like this. Like, what does this? What does any of the songs mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Nothing.
No, there's no. Yeah. Okay,
bullshit.
There's no detail here. Yeah. That's a very good point.
And like, why are there spaces between? Like, why do we call him ELUCID when his name is like it's E-L? Like, come on, like so dumb. I don't even get it.
I
like,
never considered spelling it out in the letters before.
Yeah, this guy stinks. Like, no, I don't want to get too crazy with the recency bias, but this might easily be my favorite ELUCID album. The way that him and Sebb kind of meshed together on this album and how kind of just like easy it is to listen to it with still a lot of the things that make ELUCID interesting to me is just a vibe for me. Like my first listen, I was like, yo, these beats they seem a bit conventional, like more towards like a hip hop that you play and people are like, yeah, this is hip hop, but also they're so deeply strange and weird and unique. And also this album just seems brighter to me than the last several kind of albums that have come out between you know, Woods and Arm & Hammer. For some reason I have a hard time kind of separating them as artists. I feel kind of like they're tethered together in a way, like an Andre and Big Boy type of situation.
Yeah.
No disrespect, it's just kind of how it sits in my mind. But this album, coming along with it warming up and how bright and how lush and beautiful some of the beats are, is great. I also feel that ELUCID is kind of really personal on this in a way, like which he typically is, but there's like a lot. I feel like there's a lot of lines in here that are pointing to like his life as like a man in a house with a woman and a baby and just living experiences. And I identify with a lot of those type of things because I am a man in a house with a woman and a baby trying to put, you know, some money on the books, and it's just dope, man. I didn't make any notes on the album in regards to lyrics, but man, I love it. My favorite songs are definitely Cantata. Is that what the name was? Let me pull up the song. Cantata, Equiano, and Alive Herbals, and those songs are all kind of like really kind of pretty, but man, those are my jams right now.
I can't. Equano is definitely the joint on here for me. No, that shit is very special to me. The like it's one of those beats that I think on first pass has a similar thing to what you were saying before, Mega. Like the sounds on it don't seem too complex until you really sit with it and you're like, wait, there's so much actually changing and going on verse to verse, like second to second. It's very dynamic in the way it moves in like kind of a deceptive way. It's really brilliant. Good musics.
Are you guys familiar with who Equiano was?
No, I didn't know that was a real
like a historical figure. He was like a West Caribbean. No, like Equiano was like a West Caribbean person that grew up through the slave trade and shit, and you know, sold to British naval officers or something like that, and eventually purchased his freedom. And Yeah,
yeah,
and that was
yeah.
like in this, like that was like around the time that America was established, like late 1700s, I want to say.
Mhm.
But yeah, one of the illest to do it, and yeah, even Bus Driver has a song about black labor called like Equiano Ultra, maybe. But yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that is a historical
Ah,
figure.
yeah. Okay, word. I've heard like this is one of those historical figures who I've heard the story of and then didn't keep the like actual
Oh, oh,
information like of his name.
excuse me. He was from Nigeria, southern Nigeria,
And
but
then
was shipped
shipped.
to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, he was an abolitionist and a writer. Yeah,
Mhm.
Real
Shout out.
rap.
Shout out. Shout out.
real
Real
hip
rap.
hop.
Real rap. Real hip hop.
So I did that to get my thoughts and decide where I wanted to start this at. I think Mega, unironically, the funny bit of him talking like someone who doesn't really get the album. I think that's a good place to start because, for a while now, I've gotten so with Woods and Elucid, they're kind of like they're naturally positioned together with how they work in Arm and Hammer and stuff. And after years of being a fan, you get people's thoughts on stuff. And I think the way that Elucid and Woods have contrasted has been really interesting to look at, and how certain people engage with that. Because
Mhm.
I've seen several instances now where like I'm watching someone like get into Arm and Hammer or get into Woods, and every time it gets to Elucid, they kind of don't know what to really say about him. They don't know, like they got the lyrics in front of them, but they're like, I can't really read this guy. And then to me, I'm like, oh, but that makes all the sense in the world to me. Uh, and I found that interesting, the dynamic where, especially, I think, especially in recent times, Elucid has become more abstract in his like in the way he composes his music. I feel like at some point, like during Paraffin or Shrines, like he would allude to like very specific real life things. I think as time has gone on, it's like it's more like he's just like etching memories and thoughts together
Mhm.
and experiences. And uh I don't know. I found that really interesting because I think Woods Woods' music, like even when people don't get it, Woods is like a very blunt, practical person in his
Mhm.
music, in his raps. So like even if you don't know the fucking political intricacies of the global south and shit like that, you can still gather the sentiment from Woods.
Yeah.
With Elucid, when it comes to shit like him rapping about like fucking cooking collard greens on Sunday for his family, like people don't really know where to fit in with that, especially
Mhm.
uh, if you're not a black person, if you didn't grow up in like a church family. He has a lot of shit like that in here. If you didn't grow up in like a slightly dysfunctional household, things like that. And
Mhm.
I don't know. I found that interesting, and it made me think of the title of the album in the context of like, I guess you had to be there. And reading the interview he did with Dash, he put a lot of emphasis on just like being in the moment, being in
Mhm.
the moment, and I don't. I think that's a really interesting way to carry yourself as a rapper, especially in an underground space where like naturally people want to value the lyrics and value like they want to value the lyrics in a way where they're like, oh, this is genius because
Yeah.
A,
Yeah.
B,
Yeah.
C, D. But they kind of like subvert that in a way. I don't know. I think that's really interesting. And I think that's an interesting spot Lucid has found himself in,
Mhm.
especially with Woods as his peer.
Yeah. No, for sure. I think. You mean you hear a lot with like when people are getting into Elucid and Woods, even like a lot of people will kind of not even realize that they're two dudes, which is something I always found quite interesting because I wouldn't consider them to be very similar in terms of like their writing and styles, but in
Or
terms of
even
like
like tonally, their
yeah,
voices sound very
Yeah.
different.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I meant, but I didn't say that out loud. Yeah, but in terms of like you also see a lot of people who once they get into it and they understand it, their kind of port of call and what they'll just talk about more is the Woods. I mean, you even saw it on like if we think of like I mean I know Mega you're gonna be mad about this example, but Professor Sky when Professor Sky was first getting into and Hammer, I do recall I do
Yeah, he
recall
spent a
him
lot of
coming in and
time
just
on
kind of only barely talking
Woods.
about most talking about Woods, mostly interested in what Woods' approach was. And I do think the kind of more ephemeral, looser stylings of an ELUCID are kind of the driving force for things like that. And kind of the context that a lot of people kind of miss from the approach he has. And I do think also the topic of like, oh, Mega, no, give me a
No, I
second.
mean, I just want to go next.
Yeah,
Yeah, next.
yeah. Yeah, the way that he kind of the title of this is something that it was really interesting because I do consistently see it like kind of brought up in the kind of spheres where it's their experience specifically needs to at least in some ways be mirrored for you to understand or feel it out. And while there are many ways I don't agree with that as an idea, it's also like for me personally, I'm not feeling this album on like an emotional level. I'm enjoying it. It's like a good album, good music, but I'm not like being called back to it as like a it's talking to me situation. And I do think a lot of that is I wasn't there. You know what I mean? The there that's being referred to on this is something that I think eludes me in a sense. And that's kind of forming my opinion on it and on other things as well. Um, what do you think though, Mega?
I kind of like the point that was made about how Professor Sky spent so much time on this, and I mean, so much time on like discussing Woods, while kind of not really getting towards what ELUCID was doing. And I think a part of that is that there's an element of Woods that is kind of deeply worldly historical in a way where he brings up a lot of history and frames things in ways that are like this is the overall black experience that a lot of black people experience, whereas a lot of times with with ELUCID it's more like being black is like this for me right now. And while like I imagine, you know, Jet doesn't identify with a lot of things in some of the rap music that I love because he doesn't have this kind of black American experience. Also, you know, there's age differences and shit like that. But for me, I think one thing that's noteworthy about that is that a lot of people who critique hip hop, they have a relationship with writing and storytelling and the history of rap music through the lens of the dominant cultural forms of expression. And most of those dominant cultural forms tend to be a little bit more more pronounced, less abstract, less to the left, less strange. And while both of them don't rhyme, Woods has that historical aspect, but ELUCID is very impressionistic. And ELUCID's kind of rhyme style, like the way that it's hard to connect a through line through a lot of his stuff, even though there very much will be, a lot of those traditions of writing, they come from parts of culture that were counterculture, whereas I think Woods is a little bit easier for people to pick up on, especially when you have a kind of intellectual theory industry that points to him as being some deep thinker with all these like great political thoughts. One of the reasons that he's so championed throughout like the underground and the youth is because there's a lot of people that think that listening to Woods makes them feel smarter, in the same way that they used to say that shit about you know, an Aesop Rock back in the day, or a Cannabis, or that whole, these are smart raps. Lupe Fiasco's doing smart raps. Whereas ELUCID, sometimes ELUCID's just on some like real nigga shit. Like it's just like it's hard, but it's still very much to the left of what is considered a kind of safe or practical art. And both of them are in the underground, but like, man, ELUCID is much closer to Tetsuo than he is to I don't know, Eminem, or even, you know, like they're not Tetsuo and Youth. I'm talking about the homie Tetsuo. Like Tetsuo is just a like an algorithm of fucking brainwaves. It's to the left, and this ELUCID style is not an original style. You know, it's not a fatherless style. Like these are things that in a lot of ways that Old Dirty Bastard was doing, and that a lot of underground cats who used to land on beat but didn't rhyme were doing back in the day. There's a rich tradition of that too. And for me, it's easy to pick up on that and also see why it's dope. But you know, people's critique of a lot of rap music is just meaningless to me. Like I don't care that you have like this It has to be a punchline, it has to be on this, it has to sound like that, like all, like I don't care. Sometimes the happy mistakes and accidents of some whack shit are fucking tremendous, and
Mhm.
these are not happy mistakes that Elucid's making. They're intentional and they're fucking ill. And he puts it together in a like. I think after this album, I might have to say, like, man, Elucid kind of moved up for me. Like, I love this
Mhm.
album. Like, I've always liked Elucid, but this one is like, he's on to like do this more for me. These
Yeah,
beats.
yeah. He's really rapping on this one as well in a way that I feel like, yeah. I mean, I already said it actually, but like the kind of the approach is definitely very different. One thing I want to say in regards to your general point is like the fatherless style. I don't know if this is something that I've only just picked up on because I'm slow as fuck and haven't really checked up on Aesop like that. But I hear so much of Aesop's inflection and voice and like just tone of like the timbre of his like projection in Elucid this album. And I don't know if that's something that I normally don't recognize because he's like maybe rapping in a more preacher way. Usually, I feel like he's definitely changed his inflection on here. But I feel like I can hear the ASAP Rockisms
Sure.
a little more than usual.
You Old Aesop Rock was very word salady. Now it's not even metaphors. It's just the clear thought, like two
Yeah, yeah.
off-leaf griffins at the Westminster Kennel Club. That is not a metaphor. That is him talking about having two griffins, a mythological creature,
Mhm.
at the Westminster Dog Show. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like he used to be much more word salady. And also, that's New York rap tradition. Big
Mhm.
Just used to do those type of things. It's rhyming, but it's also like not. And there's a lot of cats, and that's one of the joys that I get when a artist like Kiki comes out, right? Like KVI,
Mhm.
he's putting it down. I've known KVI for like 20 years, listened to his music for like 20 years. Nobody that I knew that was like a new Arm & Hammer fan talked to him about him ever at all.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, an album comes out on Backwoods, and people are like, "Yo, this guy's crazy." And it's like, yeah. And 20 years ago, he was crazy too. And
Mhm.
it fits right into the pocket of Backwoods because they come from a specific underground hip hop lineage that
Yeah.
you have to
It's
kind of pay dues to that.
Yeah. This isn't really relevant to the album, but I do think it's really cool that they're kind of like I mean, as of recent, done like kind of putting those legends and their DNA out there for people. Like the Dose One album. I know that put a lot of people onto Dose One for the first time. That was the first full length I'd heard from him. I did go and listen to some other stuff. Whether it's like a thing I'm into or not is a different question. But the important part is that we at least know and understand the history to a deeper extent. And Backwards is a very important part of that. Backwards is
Indeed.
recent like moves have been an important part of that in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm happy Cole brought up the Professor Sky point because I think that like really outlines like the differences in them. Seeing Professor Sky getting an Arm & Hammer for the first time, and getting in the woods for the first time, and like by proxy getting into Lucid, and like even down to their names. Like he gets to Lucid's name and he's like Elucid. I was like, how do I say this? Like,
Yeah, you said it
and
wrong.
I think there's something about how like Woods' name is like something that's like you know a Billy, you know fucking someone with the last name Woods. That's like that's the actual name. Elucid's name is not a real word. It's Elucid. It's his own shit. And I think that's like an interesting point of reference for people trying to get into them. And when I like heard the title, I guess you had to be there. I mean, I feel like the immediate thought is like you have to be in like a specific, or it's almost like referred to like when you're like in a like casual gathering or something. It's like, oh, you should have been there. So you would have had to be there to understand. But I like to think of it more like a state of mind or like experiences or such. And I think like the closer, parental advisory, was like a very interesting example of that because that track is him. The whole track is him talking about like fucking getting beatings as a kid,
Mhm.
and I feel like that because growing up, that was such a specific point of relation, especially like if you were like black kids, and at some point you'd be like, oh shit, yeah, my parents used to give me whoopings and shit, and that's just like it's such a odd thing to relate on. But
Mhm.
we would have like white peers, and like they don't share that same experience. And I don't know. It's shit like that to me where I find Lucid's music interesting and find it resonating. Uh, and I just like the way he approaches the track where he keeps repeating like "Y is at the end of the belt, at the end of a belt." So like just the answers he's looking for as a kid, being like at the end of like this violent way of discipline. And I don't know, there was another line, I can't remember the line, I can't remember the line to save my life. But
I wish I
I don't
wrote
know, shit like
some of
that for
these down
me.
too. Yeah. Well, this is like the thing is that there's no like a the way that people discuss and critique art, there's a to me at least because of the society that we live in and the way that it's structured through our lens of postmodernism and neoliberalism, we've settled very neatly into specific ways of critiquing art, and one of
Yeah.
them is to make that kind of judgment and try to find how the art somehow is speaking to you and what it means through you, instead of just kind of allowing the music to speak for itself in a way and kind of just exist as a thing. When I listen to him, I'm getting a lot of things that resonate with me as an individual. And that's one of the reasons I like listening to it. Just like everybody else on the planet likes to, feel like the music that they're meeting is kind of a reflection of them and such. But like, I get a like for me, there's just something like in indelibly black American about ELUCID, even though we grew up in different parts of the country, that resonate with me in ways that I couldn't even begin to quantify. And I'd have to do some real fucking hokey bullshit to create some type of narrative through line to deconstruct that for a listener. And like those kind of ephemeral points where it just connects with me on a like this weird, and I hate to use the term, like metaphysical type of level, like ontologically metaphysical. It's like I hate having to suggest to somebody why the quality of this art is just as good as something else that is easier for somebody to feel accessible to. ELUCID is not, to me, there's of all the universes in the world, there's very few that this is pop music in a world where capitalism, in a multiverse where capitalism exists. Like this doesn't like function. Woods wouldn't either, but like at least Woods has that whole folks that intellectualize his work as it being like special. And we know that a large purchasing, I haven't been to a wood show, and if I went to one here, it'd be Japanese people. But I imagine a lot of the wood shows in the United States, just like Bus Driver was back in the day and all these other black underground guys, it's largely a white audience. And white audience loves some smart black music.
You are right, but it's also it is, I believe it's mostly, oh yeah, it was mostly white when I went there. But it is surprisingly diverse. When I went to
Good.
the Arm & Hammer show and the Wood show, I was shocked. There was
I
way
think
more women than I thought and way more black people than I thought.
I think now, with youth culture, those kind of things are a given. Like you go to a show in California 20 years ago, you see not just white folks there, but in a lot of places it'd be like that. Like in California, there's Mexicans, there's Filipinos, there's all black, white,
It was also
everything.
probably because it's like down south. So
sure,
but yeah.
My point is just like how white people value intellectual blackness in a weird way.
Yeah, no, they want to. There's an instinct when like being presented a certain archetype of artist, and you're like, okay, I have to extract this form of the black experience. I have to extract these negative feelings out of it, and I think it's just like the demand for a frame of reference that in popular, or not even just popular music, but music in general, and like how music critique is formulated on the internet is interesting, because with Woods, even for what you don't understand, there's like a tangible understanding of like relevant racial dynamics and things like that you can understand. With ELUCID, it felt like there's an open-endedness there where you have to kind of like inject meaning. Well, that people attempt to inject meaning. I don't find myself listening to ELUCID in that way. So I feel like with the Woods, there's a impulse to inject meaning, and in general, like you can see when people are like annotating the Genius lyrics, and like I wish I brought an example, but it was like ELUCID saying some shit or like pronouncing something in a way that like you understand if you're black, but you can tell when annotating it, like they don't have a frame of reference for that, so they have
Yeah.
to modify it into something that they would understand. It's like, no, he's not doing that.
Mhm.
He's doing this.
Yeah, and even
Shit
like
like
even
that.
like there are cases of like I'm not specifically mentioning like for Elucid specifically, but there are other people in the scene who have like a similarly like kind of loose approach where it's kind of just like vaguely gesturing at quote unquote black experiences that are nestled in black culture, where people like when annotating and discussing it, they have to over intellectualize and explain it. Like I've seen like people being like reading into Obijuan lyrics where Obijuan said like kissing his teeth. And niggas who don't know what kissing your teeth is, and that's the things people do, write out this huge fucking explanation meaning like what does he mean by kissing his teeth, and it sounds like an abstract concept when you don't know that it's a reference to a very specific individual thing, so
Yeah.
it's
Very
interesting
culturally specific thing too.
yeah, so it's interesting to kind of see that form, because I mean like me, I grew up half my family's Jamaican, so it's like that Caribbean experience and like the language of kissing your teeth at someone, like it's something that I don't know if I mean for me that feels like a Jamaican thing. My Ghanaian side and the Africans I know don't really be saying that same thing. So it's
That's
like
how I
it seems
know of
like
it. Yeah.
it seems
When
like
I
a
was
Caribbean thing,
yeah.
and Obijuan's Caribbean, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I don't like a lot of like deconstruction work when it comes to people reviewing albums and shit like that, which is one of the reasons I don't really care to listen to Professor Sky. I'm sure he does a good job at it. And there's just like very subtle distinctions in methods of doing that. Like I really think Caltrops Press is approaching his critique and his outlining of this work in a very different way. And there's very few people who come at it from a leftist critique that is not by leftist I mean like a I don't even know how to put it, like not utilizing the kind of pillars of postmodernism to deconstruct things and make them academic. Like to me, like it's easy to do that. Like even ELUCID has like the line like scarcity is a lie of the state. They pair in propaganda with the pie in the face. Like you could write a whole fucking paper about that and how it connects to all of these other elements. But that's a song about him like going to buy shit at Home Depot. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and it's a part of that, but is it like this like deep intellectual tradition that he's trying to get at, or is this just the lived experience of a black dude trying to buy some fucking garden shears? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, he gives you stuff to bite on in that way, where like he'll give you like where he's speaking to something very specific, and but like it's in the context of something so mundane. In general, like what not to put like an overarching concept on this project, but like when I listen to his lyrics, a lot of the things he's talking about is just really so mundane, and a lot of it ties into family, being a family man, raising a kid, trying to like navigate a relationship and how that dynamic is gonna work. And I know Mega is what you said earlier. It's like kind of hard to like separate Woods and Lucid, and I kind of feel similar in a way where like Revelator and Gollywog, they both feel like just tonally or like emotionally connected, where they both feel very like alienated on that project. They both feel like very detached on that project, and they're it's a more bleak outlook. This one, if I had to compare it to like something Woods related, it would be like Maps, where Maps is like not, it doesn't nearly have the weight of like other Woods records, but it's still like still very like social dynamics, family shit, stuff like that. So I
Right.
think those would parallel in that way.
Yeah. Black crisis under capitalism, like fucking having to fly
Yeah.
and make this money. Yeah. And they're great and super good for that. I haven't really like interrogated or try to like get towards like a lot of the meaning of the lyrics. Like mostly I'm just vibing with the album right now. And to me that's kind of like an accomplishment, because a lot of times when I feel like I'm going through their music, I feel as though I have to give it this kind of I don't know, like a different level of respect in listening. And I like that he made this one just kind of like vibey for me to just be like, yeah, fuck yeah, like this is spring is coming, so make love on the back porch, like, you know what I mean? Like that's how I feel about, like, man, this is yeah, this shit is good. This shit is hella good.
No, yeah. When you said Black American, like that specificity, I feel that like very strongly. Uh, and it really, I don't know, it really like his temperament on this project really like reminds me of like the older Black people in my life where like the I know it was someone in RMPP described it as like antisocial, and I
I get
feel
it.
like the temperament of like older black people when like it can very often feel like uh you're not being heard when you're speaking to like an older black person, but like
Mhm.
they're digesting everything. Uh but I don't know, there's a certain
There's like a
experience.
yeah.
There's experience there.
I think a lot of the album is kind of saying like he's at a stage in his life where he just doesn't want to deal with no bullshit. Don't talk to him. Shut the fuck up
Yeah.
when you're talking to me. I might stop giving out hugs. Like he's really like I'm just not.
But he's like
I
very
really
sure of himself and all that.
yeah. It's kind of like a there's a beauty in that for sure in the comfort he's reaching for and attaining. Like it definitely it's interesting because I feel like a lot of my like lack of like emotional resonance to it is like I'm not in a stage where I'm like get these niggas away from me. You know what I mean? So it's like when I'm listening to the music, I'm very much like yeah, this is great, but
Yeah.
it's not speaking to something that I'm like personally experienced with
Yeah.
or experiencing or wish to experience. So it's like I listen to it and I see where he is in his life, and it's kind of in more sense than I think any of his other work has been very autobiographical. And I know like you haven't really like dug into the wording of it like of it mega, but I do feel like kind of even in like the more subtle moments where a bar would just pop out to you, the more it is definitely like I can just consistently feel the pocket elucids being inhabiting right now being a much more personal one, um that kind of while still doing the very ephemeral like gymnastic joints, he still will land in a very real place very frequently,
Hmm.
in a way that I
That's
think
Yeah,
what
is
that's
very
what I
no,
like about him. Like I said a long time ago when we did like a deep dive on Wood's work or Arm and Hammer work.
we did that
Yeah,
top
the
when we
Arm
did
and
the
Hammer
we did
work
the
with
bracket we
the
did the bracket.
No, the Sonic Cloth podcast. I did. It was like a 3 hour joint that I
Oh
did with
word.
me, Jed, and the Sonic Cloth podcast. It's on this channel, but it was a great conversation. And one of the points I was saying is that like in a lot of ways, Woods is kind of like a bit of a historian, and Elucid is a bit of a shaman.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is kind of like what I was talking about um last week, that black oral tradition of spell casting with words and putting together things that connect with people. And that's kind of the beauty of poetry. And on what is it, Alive Herbals, is that the name? I'm so bad with names. Yeah,
yeah,
Alive Herbals, where he just starts like just stacking words that don't really seem to be connecting. It
yeah, yeah,
does
yeah.
though. Like I don't know what it means, but there's something about that that just
Mm-hmm.
lands with the way that he's using it, and it's really, yeah. He's too dope.
Black
I
flag,
had
base
I had
tag,
a I had a
cash
point
strap.
I had a point that I wanted to make about kind of the blackness of it and shit. And on the rap music on the Discord, I was thinking like, yo, the way that a lot of y'all is like really good people, like y'all is like really, like super woke, like kind and not trying to make any transgressions and hurt anybody's feelings and shit like that. But for me, is like a 42-year-old cat that grew up in Inglewood, California, Southern California. I grew up around all types of people, all types of black folks. I grew up around real super toxic cat. I was never gang banging, but I was around some cats. Homies is in jail, homies is dead, family members in jail, family members in dead. And that's not necessarily a unique experience of blackness, especially for my age group coming from that area. But the type of shit that I kind of grew up and went through, I'm used to going to the homie's house and a mom and dad have a different type of loving relationship. Like I have a different type of relationship with my wife. To my wife, be like, "Shut the fuck up, she. What the fuck are you like?" That's how we talk to each other. And to other
Yes.
people, wow, that's a toxic relationship. If you posted that in specifically just one part of our relationship on Reddit, everybody like, "Oh, you need to divorce him. He toxic. He's just But sometimes you're like, "Shut the fuck up. Like, leave me alone." Like, and I grew up with that being like a way. I'm not saying it's the right way, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not something that is kind of like faces in the world. And it doesn't mean that like the conversation with like, let that baby suck on your titty and leave me the fuck alone. Like that is a glimpse into a 24-hour day with somebody. And sometimes you're just like, yo, like I argue with my wife about all types of stuff. I argue with her about being like too good of a mother. Like, you helicopter too much. Leave her fucking alone. Like, just today, I was like, my daughter did a when she had to do something, and my wife snapped on her like, "Don't be doing that to me." And I was like, "Yeah, don't do that to your mom." And my daughter was like, "Well, she do that to me all the time." I was like, "Chief, see, told your ass. That's what you want me to get in the middle of. I told your ass." And like, people, you know, like, I do like I hate my wife jokes all the time, but I love my wife. You know what I mean? I do them in front of her, she do them in front of me and shit. Like, it's just that kind of dynamic, and it's really hard for me to make any type of moral judgments on rap music. There's some that I don't want to listen to, so I get like when somebody's like, "Yeah, that doesn't work for me." They said something that's just like, I didn't like listening to Immortal Technique back in the day because he had too many F slurs. It was just like, that's corny. I don't want to be a part of it, you know. But like, I didn't really I did disparage him a lot, actually. But you know, like, you know, it's 20 years ago. Like my shit now is just like leave it alone then. Like like, to me, when I listen to ELUCID, I don't really get a character. I'm not listening to a person that's putting together like a persona. Like, I'm like, oh, this nigga's just real niggerish, man. Like, I know 50 cats like him. 10 of them in jail. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, yeah.
At the end of Ekiano, he has a lot of shit where he's like, I'm gonna tell it straight. And like with that age perspective that I was speaking to earlier, a lot of it is like losing a filter entirely. Like my grandma talks crazy. She talks crazy. But when I'm speaking to her, there is like an appreciation there where like the shit she's grown up with, and me just like digesting that through her. I don't know. There's something there where like you come that far to that point, and like, yeah, I'm gonna say it like it is. I have no instinct to put up airs. I am authentically like this. This is my black experience, shit like that. I really like Coon Speak, where like the first half is kind of like just him like kind of illustrating like the kind of like the destruction of like racial self-esteem in a way, and then the second half is more like him just like being free of all that and being free of like all the
what's like, to say like Coon Speak made something like
Coon Speak like, neutered.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's like that shit's dead. This is I don't have to like present in this way to know just to be validated as a black person. And I feel like that's something that comes up in his music a lot. And when I like listen to Woods and ELUCID, with Woods, I'm like kind of like, I think of his lyrics like excerpts when I'm like thinking of Woods lyrics. I'm thinking like a passage from Woods and shit. With ELUCID, I just like pick up lines. Like fucking, I look a little lost and a little like I don't care.
That's so
I feel
serious.
niggas, then I don't. It's shit like that. And I'm like, that's a feeling I get when I think it's on Ikebana. Where he's like, I feel like everybody knew but me. And that shit hit me so hard at the time because there's a very specific feeling of like where you're like so detached from everything that you kind of feel like lost navigating shit. And you're like, damn, everybody got the memo but me. And I'm trying to navigate this. Shit like that is why I appreciate ELUCID's music. And that's what I get out of his music specifically.
That is interesting, actually. Yeah, no, because I'm now trying to figure out why I haven't gotten that with this album yet. Because I do feel like I'm quite emotionally far away from where the album is as a whole. And I do think like the thing Mega was talking about earlier, like me, Shamar, and a few people in the RMPP had like quite a
shout out Shamar, man.
Shout out Shamar. That's the go.
Shamar is one of the best people I know. Like,
for sure.
That's a real like super woke, like kind, great individual. I wish I could be like him sometimes. I wish I could.
For sure. Yeah, no. And it was a really good conversation. Kind of just about how.
Yeah, I enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, and where it started is actually what I thought this topic was at first. It's kind of like me and Shamar both are in kind of like a less emotionally invested in this album state, where we're kind of looking at what is happening, and I'm at least, I don't want to speak for him. And
all right, real quick, your mic sounds like, I can't tell if I'm tripping if your mic's a little quieter than usual.
Okay, wait, let me turn up my gain. Check.
It sounds normal
big now, yeah.
Yeah, okay, let me.
You're just a little wet. Maybe
Yeah,
you're just
I was lying back and looking at the sky. That's probably wasn't my window here is mad beautiful, bro. I got distracted. What was I saying? What was I saying?
We
What
got
was
to
I
be there to
saying?
get it.
You had to be there, you man. You guys
speaking
didn't
to
see my view. Oh
No, you
yeah,
were
yeah,
saying-
yeah.
in the album
Yeah,
resonating emotionally.
yeah, and it's like kind of the what you said, like the permanent impermanence of music was kind of the way this was like advertised. Is the what like
Yeah.
that's why I was feeling on it, and I was really thinking about how like each listen for an album like an ELUCID's, where it's so kind of where his approach is oftentimes very ephemeral and loose in a sense. Is like so much of where I'm at is projected onto this album. You know what I mean? So much of my approach and where I am sitting in this space is approached onto every album I listen to for sure. But it's like I specifically noticed it with this album in a way that I don't normally, where it's like I'm personally like I would say over the past few weeks I've been in a lot more like an emotionally volatile space, with a lot less of that like consistency that I fought for. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm definitely a lot further from that, and as a result, I think I was kind of looking the things that I looked for Lucid to being the kind of triumphant. I don't know. Like I feel like a very triumphant sense of self on I Told Bessie and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I feel like the way it's approached is very like celebratory. And I guess coming into this, I was like, that was what I needed emotionally, and as a result, I haven't appreciated and experienced this album in maybe the best context. And every single time I approach the album, my mood slightly switches a little, and I'm more attuned to what the mood of the album is trying to be. And like, so the kind of permanent impermanence that I was feeling and experiencing through this project is just kind of how every single approach you have to an album, and every single time you listen to it, and every single time you experience the album, is an entirely different new thing happening. You know,
Right.
with like Equiano, was it? With
Yeah.
Equiano, there was a specific moment on it that I remember that like really reminded me of the chorus for "Got Till It's Gone" by Janet Jackson, and it doesn't actually sound anything like that. Well, Janet Jackson, Johnny Mike, you know, it's like it doesn't actually sound anything like that. But the specific flute lick that Shabaka does at like 140, I felt it as a thing that I kind of wanted to feel, to be that specific lick or melody or a motif. That's what I've kind of interpreted it as. And I think it's like that kind of stuff is something that I'm trying to notice more. You know what I'm saying? As I go along, like where is my experience of the album shaping how I actually feel about the album outside of the album itself? And I'm seeing with this ELUCID album specifically, it's definitely a significant portion of it.
No,
For
this
sure.
feels like something. It's held much closer to him. Like, there's a level of personability to it, but it's also like, kind of like when you're in that mind state where you're just like going through the motions, kind of like that, and your head is like bouncing everywhere. I like the line on Visitation Place where he's like, "I'm a universe waking up to itself, a series of firsts and a fishing vest." And I think that speaks to like the overall, like I'm just experiencing this. I'm experiencing shit for the first time. I'm going through the motions. But this is how I choose to express that. The fucking the dips, the mundane moments where like I'm making something deep for my kid. Me reminiscing on like fucking being a kid in school and shit like that. I don't know. That's why I feel him at on this project. So like the scope is like a little smaller, but yeah, the scope feels a little smaller, but I still like where he's at.
The last thing I'll really say about it is that like I like it, but I also don't really expect people to need to care about it at all. Like, you know, like if it doesn't connect with you, it's not something that where you have to like sit with it more and try to understand it. This type of all music is non-representational, meaning it does not actually stand in for an actual thing that really exists. It's all art is abstract in that way. It's a representation of the imaginary relationship of individuals and to their material conditions of existence. The difference is between the essence of what you think it is and the appearance of what it is. There's a disparity between those two things, and ideology is what comes in to fill in the gaps. Like if you don't like, if ideologically it doesn't work for you because of these type of reasons, it won't. And like if the representation of like the essence of it and the appearance of it don't work, it's like we really don't have to give a fuck about anybody's art. Like this is what I was trying to tell Cass when I was like, oh, we should listen to the Kendrick and Drake beef and shit. I was like, nigga, I shouldn't even care about this shit. I don't give a fucking like I don't need to be involved in everything. Like ELUCID is like we don't like one of the things that I like about this album a lot, and one of the things I found that I've really liked a lot more about like listening to me ELUCID and engaging in conversations about ELUCID's work with people is that I don't like when I'm doing ELUCID work, we're going to connect on something a little bit different than the way that I connect on the deeper meanings of Woods or the deeper meanings of Lupe Fiasco or the deeper meanings of McKinley Dixon or some shit. With ELUCID, I'm just like, yeah, nigga, this is real nigga shit. Like, I like it for the same reason I like Silk Money. I like this album for the same reason, not exactly the same reason that I like the Sideshow, but the Sideshow to me is just like, yeah, this nigga just getting off in a weird way, and he weird and he good at being weird with it. Like, it's counterculture, it's abstract, it's to the left of modern pop culture, and that usually resonates for me because of its appearance. No, I see you.
Oh no.
You all right?
That was so dramatic. That was so damn dramatic, bro.
Entirely.
Nigga, did you? Nigga.
No,
oh
I
no!
I thought my whole shit. I thought the whole shit got shut down. I thought the whole shit got shut down.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You
all right, real quick to end it.
This is like an hour-long topic.
No, I mean we had a long intro.
Oh, yeah, I'm finna end it. I'm finna end it right now. Yeah, we had a pretty long intro.
I'm not tripping. I'm just pointing out what's up with the minutes.
Nah. Well, the thing about ELUCID is other artists, it feels like I'm trying to give you like a certain representation. ELUCID to me, it feels like meet me where I'm at. Yeah, you're on my terms. You coming into where I'm at mentally, musically, all that shit. But real quick, the beat switch on Live Herbals is my favorite moment on the album because this shit just reminds me of fucking Sky Zone, the Sky Chase Zone music from Sonic 2.
What? Okay, wait, I'll go and hear that shit right now.
When I hear that shit, I just hear that immediately and I'm just happy as fuck.
That's crazy. No, but that's like one of my favorite moments on the album too. And I see what you're saying. I hear it. I have zero idea what he means with that verse, but I love it.
No, fair enough. Another
line on this project makes me. No, yeah, another line.
This is my favorite. Woods or I'm sorry. I'll raise my hand next time.
Are we? I'm trying to see if we're out of sync. It feels like we're out of sync.
This is my favorite Arm & Hammer Woods ELUCID project in a while. Like I like this more than I like Diabetic Test Strips.
Yeah, and, I think I would. Yeah, I would probably say this is on. Like it's not. I wouldn't say it's on Bessie level, but it's definitely the most I've enjoyed an album from them since Bessie.
I might say since did Bessie come out? It came out before Church, yeah.
I don't think so.
I have no idea.
The timeline is confusing, and I'm confused, and we don't need to know the exact thing. We can just be like, yeah, we have our opinions, and it
one of those. I think it came out. I think it may have come out after Bessie. I don't know, but like, yeah, it's one of my favorite, Arm & Hammer projects. If I can put them all into just one kind of frame, like I love this album.
Yeah.
It's it surprises me every time I listen to it. I'm catching something new every time I listen to it, or maybe not catching something new, but.
You're right, by the way. It did come out after Church came after.
Okay, so yeah, it's just good. I fucking ELUCID is bombing and killing. I like this one.
Yeah, shout out.
I know y'all see me fucking with my finger over here. It's like
I was just gonna ignore it. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna ask what's wrong, but I was like, that could just be confusing. Like
I came home the other night and I was kind of on one after the joint, and then like the way that my bathroom door and my washing machine are, if the washing machine door is open and I open the bathroom door, causes my hand to get smashed. And some reason I must have been trying to open the bathroom door like a crazy person, and like my finger got pinched so hard it was like a fucking bloodbath. But because I was like kind of drunk, I didn't notice it. And my wife woke up in the morning time. I was like, "What happened? What happened?" There's blood all over the wall and on the
Oh
bathroom
my lord!
and inside the
God
washing
damn.
machine. She's like looking at my face to see if like, did you get into a fight? You know what I mean? Like, what happened? And
You lost
I'm
against
like,
a washing machine, bro. That's that your
yeah.
track record. Oh,
I
your street
smashed
cred
my
is gone.
Yeah, I smashed my finger so bad, like my fingernail was crushed, and it's like pouring blood from the nail bed. And now it's not bleeding, but
God
I'm trying to
damn,
get the
nigga.
rest of the nail off. So
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
really
sure-
nasty. That's really nasty.
that's
You
just
should
real hip hop.
just
real
use a
hip-hop.
just use a cutter, bro. Why are you picking it with your hands and shit? You ain't. It's crazy.
Well, I accidentally put my hand in my pocket while we were sitting, and the nail. I took the Band-Aid off, and the nail got caught, and it pulled it back, so you can kind of like see.
eyes are closed.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at that.
You can see that the
No.
nail is kind of pulled back. So I'm
No,
trying
that's
to take it off.
that's one of my
Well,
big
nah.
things, bro. I can't. I'm
Wait.
not. Is that gone yet? Can I open my eyes yet?
You're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
you're good.
All
Nah,
right,
when
you tested me.
when I was younger, I was basically outside wearing like fucking sandals, but I didn't have socks on. And there's like a brick, the patio at the time, it was like a brick outline. And I just vaguely stepped near it. I wasn't like, I just eyeballed the distance and took a general step in that direction. And basically my nail clipped like the very, very edge. And my entire big nail came off. That shit was terrible. That shit, nah,
See,
that
look,
shit
this
was
is my
crazy.
problem. This is the exact issue. That's the exact thing I didn't want to hear about, and then
Well,
you described it in detail. That's
I didn't know
crazy.
that black people in the UK didn't have to go through this trauma, but this is the trauma that
avoid
many
it.
black foundational black
Foundational
Americans
black
have
Americans.
all gone through
Oh,
the
that's
pain
a
all-
good-
having
all
a
of
fingernail
us.
pulled back.
Yeah,
My
Every
father,
single one of us.
same thing. My father used to have. This sounds like a metaphor, but he had a huge middle finger. Like his middle finger, because it was smashed, the end of it looked like a big toe. So his middle finger was just like the biggest middle finger that I've ever seen. As a foundational black American and one of the First Nations people, he can speak to this this ELUCID album
Experience.
in
Yeah.
experience in a way
Yeah,
that I just don't think that you or Jet will ever get towards until you
Yeah, no, you're
travel
right.
across.
Yeah, no, there's a specific type. But my lack of having my nails completely ripped off of my their beds is anti-black of me, and I should do better. Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, your nails look fantastic, but if you take a look at mine, you know this is the real struggle.
Yeah, that's how you know
Real
you're
hip-hop.
really black. Yeah.
It's like,
That's
you
a
know,
good point.
Yeah, man, this is like a teardrop. Like when you kill somebody, you're like, when you, it's like, oh, I see you not from the streets though, cuz.
Yeah, no, my fault.
Now when
Trade,
we see
trade. That's what
walking,
you have to say.
I know Cole hit the transition, but I gotta add an addendum real quick.
I was about to try it.
We're giving like a general wrap up, but I like where Lucid and Woods are at recently because their early music, it feels like they're like trying to be transgressive. Like they're looking to be transgressive. It's way more volatile. Why I like Mercy and why I kind of like this record, it kind of feels like they're like unloading that knowledge they've accumulated over their life. That's where I kind of like them at now. But if you're not fucking with it, I think that would have to make you very anti-black if you can't appreciate where they're at this point in his career as
you think
black men who have come so far in the hip-hop thing.
if I could play the Devil's Mom Donnie real quick, you think that they're less transgressive because they've got more money and are a little bit more comfortable? I'm just kidding.
Mhm.
We don't need to answer
Maybe.
that.
no, that's a good point. But like also,
good
We don't need
question.
to answer that here. We don't need to
yeah,
answer
shit,
it though.
but I think that's a good point. And like why I don't know. I feel like they're like working to this point to be comfortable, to have something going for them. You know,
You think
Mhm.
you
But-
think
Yeah,
these niggas got $1 million?
you said what?
$1 million.
they-
That's so
they-
many dollars.
Nah,
Do you
That's
think
so many
how
dollars,
much
dude.
how much
Super
you
amount.
think they make a year? Like,
I'm not. I have no frame of reference to even guess.
I don't know. I don't know.
feel like
It
there might be
depends how
ballers.
Woods, like how much Woods takes from the sales. You know.
now the Forbes like top 20 music artists list or whatever came out, and right
Woods
under
is their number
Jay-Z, right under
Oh,
Jay-Z, Sketch.
Sketch 185. Yeah, Sketch 185.
Sketch right under there.
Mm-hmm.
Gave nothing for the swim back, nigga. Like,
yeah, no, he took it. Ooh, bro. That's scary.
Topic.
It's all love. I'm not pocket watching them niggas, and I hope they are doing tremendously. You feel me? Like,
it's
give
them all the money they need.
Because when we talk about black art, like, we also have to center a few different things if we want to be dialectical about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like they're doing well, they're doing better. Also, like, the white market plays into that. Also, one of the reasons that transgressive black art is the way that it is because there was a lot of respectability politics about what black people weren't supposed to do from generations past. Black people doing that shit to themselves as well. And so we swung hard to be more transgressive. And most black art, for, you know, a lot of it has been transgressive, especially in the black music realm. So I just wanted to play the little bit of the devil's advocate. I don't know why I'm bushing so much today.
The devil's mandani, you know what I mean?
I started panicking because I thought Cole had to leave in an hour, but I was wrong.
No, I gotta leave in 2 hours. I got 2 hours left. But yeah, my topic today, ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems, the thing that I'm currently interested in is...
my water bottle. If you look inside, there's a mountain. You
holy shit, yo, that's hype. Yeah,
tough.
I was about to get pretend mad at you interrupting me, but that's hard as fuck. I can't even lie to you. You know, that's cold. I got a mountain in my joint as well, but it's not like a hidden mountain. Very regular, to the point mountain.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I got that. But wait, Megan shit look exotic. I got the exotic water, bro.
It's because it's Japanese, nigga.
It's the meme where it's like, thing in USA, thing in Japan, bro.
That's the Minami Alps right there. And if you can read the English, it says natural nigga water.
What's up with mountains on water? What the fuck? Mountains on
bro,
water.
I think that's where they get that shit from, bro.
Fresh water is often replenished by the mountain ranges water running down into lakes. Snow turning into water. That's
dialectical.
A little bit of I mean, I think that's just the, like, you know, natural processes, but you're right. Hold on, I got an applause for that. I won't applause for your album, but water cycle, nigga.
Nah, I'm gonna definitely add sounds here so I can be mad ignorant.
I actually was gonna make two of them today that were Trey-centric soundboards, but I'll save that for later.
Yeah, that's on the eventual.
We should do that.
Wait.
I think I'm gonna do y'all general chicken with rice.
Okay. What the fuck is that? What is this?
Roll with it.
It come with that one. 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 That one. General chicken at one.
Nigga, how long is this video?
General chicken at one.
I didn't know it was this long.
How long is this video? I want to start talking. Okay, that aside, whatever the fuck that was, aside,
go ahead.
ignore that. Okay, my topic for this week. I've been seeing a lot of discourse, capital D discourse, very important things that people are saying online. We need to talk about it now. Basically, Mike and Earl Sweatshirt. They as that's not a capital D. That's small. This nigga, oh my god, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Yeah, so people have been talking, saying things, speaking words about the Mike and Earl Sweatshirt album and how it maybe hasn't reached their expectations and what they wanted or expected or hoped for an Earl Sweatshirt and Mike album to be. And as a result of those clapbacks, I've now also seen people clapping back against the clapbacks against the album. People being like, "Oh, I'm not really excited," and someone's like, "Damn. You're not excited? You don't like black people." You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of curious about the optics and understanding of blackness that indicates. You know what I mean? If our understanding of blackness and what blackness is can be dialed into, you don't like this style of music in the right way. You think hip hop can't be bleeps and bloops, then that kind of like does that invalidate you from speaking on blackness? Does that make you less of a black person? You know, because I'm seeing folk being like acting as if trap is the be all and end all of whether you are or not anti-black, and I think that's strange and odd considering considering a few things that I'll let Trey explain now. Go.
So I saw what you were saying, and part of me does get where you're coming from, but also
Oh.
to reflexively take someone not liking trap music and be like, you're anti-black. That is you. That's you are making a jump from point A to point B. You are making a jump, but niggas are making it hard for me to say the jump is wrong. 'Cause in some scenarios, there's some scenarios, very specific scenarios, where you can tell niggas like. So okay, like, let me basically the way rap music is consumed. There's a general consumption where like popular rap music is consumed, and it doesn't really matter what it is as long as you're fucking digesting the vicariously ingesting the blackness as the form of entertainment. You're good. There is a phenomenon in underground circles, or underground rap music. Well, as we know, I know underground means something different now, but where underground music's supposed to pride itself on being intelligent, it's supposed to be more highbrow. And a lot of white rap fans, they want to hear some intelligent Negro shit. They want to hear an intelligent Negro. And sometimes when the intelligent Negro gets on trap production, suddenly that's not a respectable Negro anymore. That's one of them other ones. That's one of them lowbrow niggas. They rap around. They rap about ignorant shit. Just because they hopped on a trap beat. So I definitely get the reflex instinct. It definitely isn't like a broad thing where like, oh, if they don't like trap music, then you found an anti-black person. But
Yeah.
I think there's nuance there. There's nuance there.
Yeah, and that is something I want to bring up as well. Is I definitely do think there is a sector of people who their expectation of blackness is like the anti-blackness of there is some lack of enjoyment of trap that can be categorized as anti-black due to like a lot of people want to classify blackness as what a lot of trap portrays, and then as a result, because of their understanding of sorry, your name has distracted me. Because of their like understanding of of blackness as the violent, ignorant isms of what they associate with trap. Their lack of enjoyment of trap is then anti-black, like as a result. So I do want to specify that is definitely a thing that I recognize exists. I'm just also recognizing a little bit of doing that, doing a little bit too much of that, in my humble opinion, going the other way. Yeah.
I'm
neoliberal race dynamics, obscuring the dialectical nature of race and how it is truly a construct.
Tell him, inform the folks.
hit that shit.
I got it like you.
No. Let him know, Trey. Let him know. Get through on these folks.
I was trying to predict Mega.
Just like quit everything. we really do not like these type of conversations are so fucking like elaborately fucking inane. It's like it doesn't mean virtually nothing. One of the problems is that people, and it's like nobody wants to get like, everybody seems to understand that race is not a monolith and all those type of things. Everybody seems to understand. Well, they maybe they don't, but like if somebody is telling you that if you don't like something, then you're like anti-black, I really, really doubt that person actually talks to black people in real life or has like actual black friends. Like the diversity within the diversity of blackness in my friend groups, like of all ages, from unks that I would call unk, like people 20 years older than me to younger folks. Like I just really like, if you're trying to say that the pop culture aspect of blackness is what blackness is, that's very fucking weird to me. Like the way people hopped on like Wakanda and all that shit, it's not even weird to me. It's to be expected because that is the society that we've carved out. Most of the ideas of wokeness to me are just like far too woke. Like you are too awake. You have been awake so long. You are fucking delirious. Like don't like a lot of this shit is just like meaningless to me. Like I have not come across anybody like that in my day-to-day life for a long time, but I used to also have people do that shit to me. Like, oh, you not like, you don't listen to this? What type of nigga are you then? Like, you know what I mean? It's like I might have to throw hands with you. We were just talking about last week. Somebody, I used a 4 or 5 syllable word, and somebody tried to pause me. I'm just like, well, you know what I mean? Like, am I not black enough for you? Is this like is this like I'm not hetero enough for you because I use a different term? Like, it's insane. Like, but a large part of it is just because of the way that these fan bases have been carved out, is that we champion somebody as Earl for being a part of, you know, the black radical tradition, and somebody like Mike is being like this deeply like capable person of expressing black pain and emotion and overcoming it. And it's like we have all these like ideas about how these people are, except for the idea that they're not who they are is not what we know through their music, and they're perfectly fine to do whatever the fuck they want. And if you try to be if you try to be a person that like an arbiter of what is good or what is bad or how things should be, or like if somebody is like good black or bad black, or like it's just silly. It's fucking silly. This shit is all this shit is like so silly. Just like, and I understand why it's like important for us to like, sometimes important for us to navigate, but like this, like my topic for today, I really feel like we don't even need to navigate that. Like we were reading racecraft inside of the thing, and it's like I actually have to abandon some of my materialist critiques for these type of conversations to meet them on a level of to meet them on a level of like the way that postmodernists and anarchists, deconstructionists, intersectionalists, and woke liberals and shit have to kind of assess these things, because I don't really think that they're I you know, it's like style is morality, and morality detailed, and we have to have it configured and intensified to understand the world. It's like I like just listen to these niggas rap or don't. Like, it's ultimately meaningless to me. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to shit on your topic or the a person caring about it, but for me, it's just like such a, like, if somebody told that to me and they were black, I'd be like, yo, all right, whatever, cuz, like, what are you reading? And then if somebody that was white told that to me, I'd be like,
well, you see,
fuck down.
Most of this
like,
conversation,
you know,
is black people saying it to white people.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I wanted to kind of jump in there and say is, like, I think with the current cultural moment we're in, where a lot of people's politics are on the onlines and in the interwebs and the like, I think a lot of these people do know black people. I think a lot of these people are black people themselves. I think a lot of the people who are on the side of this are black people who have a misunderstanding of where their own blackness like originates and comes from, and yada yada. And I think that's a really interesting, like, kind of angle from it to see, where it's like, we, like, as a culture, I would say our understanding of blackness has been so minimized and drawn into one specific space that we have to moralize the specific things that we, not have to as in we have to, but we are drawn to moralizing the specific things that we enjoy, as if they are proof in of themselves of what a real race is. You know what I'm saying? As if race is an objective thing that we could pin down to be a series of checklists, you know. And one of those checklists is you need to enjoy this type of genre. Unfortunately, Trey, Mega did put his hand up first, so you're gonna have to.
I only have one thing to step in. It's like perhaps I misspoke when I said that, but like I'm on Reddit, and like the biggest post I ever got on Reddit was black people Twitter. You know what I mean? And when I scroll through there, you know, I had to actually
all types of coons.
No, like my shit my biggest post on black people Twitter got a lot of laughs and shit, because I was talking about like regular, like it wasn't feeling like deep, you know what I mean? And I get like sometimes I'll do some theory stuff on there, and a lot of black people will like it. But if I read through those comments, most of those comments is like, yeah, y'all niggas is liberal as fuck. Y'all are the calcified black political class.
I didn't know they got that woke on. I didn't know they got that.
No.
I didn't know they got that well read on Reddit.
Reads the comments and says that.
Yeah,
I was with you, Go, but like, no, that's from Mega's perspective.
No, like it's just, yeah, I get it, but I also just, you know, I'm also in like some other joints like Africa Voice, subreddits, and it's like a thing around the world. It's like the way that people discuss race is not the way that I view it as a Marxist in the same way, and it doesn't mean that I'm not that I don't think that identity politics is an important thing. I think that identity politics is a class politics largely, and it's something that has to be discussed dialectically. And that's one of the harder things about being a Marxist for me as a black man, because a lot of times when I try to discuss these things with black folks, they make it seem like I'm doing a little bit of coonery for not being not like suggesting that thing is a racist, when I'm more concerned about like actual racism. Like, I don't need to project into somebody's intentions. Like, oh, look at how they cut him off. That's probably because of white. They white. They was thinking about race. Like, it's like, no, nigga, like, I don't care. It's a car accident. People said like people was fighting. I have no idea. Like, I'm more concerned about like the actual thing, not the nebulous element of it. And it's hard. It's hard being a Marxist as a black person. I maintain that to the day. Maybe we should talk about that one day.
So, for a couple lines of order. Make us on Black People Twitter. Only subreddit I use is R6 Pro League. I'm waiting for the next Pro League season to start.
What is that, like a racing game?
Second thing.
It's the Rainbow Six Siege.
It's
okay. Power.
Game. Second thing. Arguing about racism on Twitter is praxis. Don't forget. Third thing. To Co's point, where
battlefield.
Third thing. To Co's point, where she was like, people instinctively kind of like project their sense of blackness onto these things and like try to moralize it. I agree to an extent, but also I feel like I've seen this conversation be had with the black people who do understand that there are the blackness is a spectrum. There's a spectrum of expression, and the instinctive dislike of someone going into something that's quote unquote more black as it's commonly understood. Try to go into that and show some diversity, show that you have multitudes. The reflective dislike of that, I can see why that would be read as, oh shit, you see black people as only this, and they have to fit in this box for this. Now, ultimately, is it like the most productive conversation that can be had in the world? Nah, not at all. But I don't know. It's an interesting thing because I'm kind of like in between on this point, because I definitely was like covered like. Well, the point was said, like, reiterated so many times. I'm like, okay, everyone that doesn't like this is anti-black. We gotta like be reasonable, bro. But part of it is like, but to go out to Megan's point, where like you kind of like try to like disengage with like the nebulous aspect of it to like vocalize that, it can very often feel dismissive of people who are like, nah, bro, I've experienced some shit like this. It's fucked up, bro. You moving like this, bro. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Do
it. Hit it.
There's a whole field of cultural studies that existed for a reason, namely to kind of rescue audiences from Marxist and structuralist analysis of media and shit. And when a lot of those places talk about hip hop, they're ignoring how marginalized hip hop was for so long, and how black people's respectability politics kept it in the margins in a way, and how it was really just generational changes and largely white kids investing monies into the industry that made it an engine for black capitalism. So a lot of the things that we think and we try to reify is like, if you don't like black people, it was like pants sagging, then you're anti-black because we're assailed on all sides. When the truth of the matter is, some of the most vocal people who were against this type of transgressive, antisocial black art form that seems to be our largest black capitalist market somehow, and largely not by our doing, but white people or Jews, no, I don't know, in the music industry. Like, I'm just joking about that, but it's like those Jews. No, but like these things that we have been,
that quote trace so off guard. He's over here in the corner.
I gotta, I'm doing like a theory rant, so I gotta joke a little bit.
The Joe Rogan video is Jew. I don't condone that video, but it's kind of
Oh my
It's a
god.
little bit,
But
it's a little bit funny.
Well, my larger point is that like the idea that blackness has to be associated with our representations in popular media and the things that are like assumed to be the like the connective tissue and nodes that connect black people as a
Yeah.
group are
Mhm.
so ridiculous. This
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
media industry consolidation and the rise of like this target market incentivized television radio that incorporates in shows like this focused precision of markets that somehow everybody seems to fit in some way or another. It's like a weird dialectical failing to assume that representation is somehow you when everything that you see is actually just something being fucking sold to you.
Yeah.
We don't, like trap music is not some kind of like grassroots organic thing that black people just started doing when enough barbecues happened. You know what I mean? Like it's such a strange thing to think that is like some type of organic black thing,
Yeah.
when all it is just a major pop cultural expression that black people have tethered themselves to in the same way that we tethered ourselves to 106 in Park at a time, or tethered ourselves to Spike Lee films at a time, or tethered ourselves to African medallions or something at a time. Like these things are not necessarily black culture. They're shit that black people purchased that were sold to black folks. Whether it came from black folks or not, black people never seem to own the means of production. So don't tell a nigga like me that like you gotta like trap music. It's like, yo, I don't come from the trap. My version of blackness happens to be jazz music too. Like, get away from me.
I do think I think there's something in that you brought up that was interesting though, like kind of the way that hip hop has been like kept out of these spaces for a while was for a lot of the time racially motivated, and like out of the industry in a lot of space. Yeah, the hip hop being excluded from the industry for as long as it was definitely a result of anti-blackness, and I think that kind of as a result of that, there's an immediate pretense and wall being put up for an expectation of that being the being repeated. I think, and that's kind of an interesting place. I think a lot of folk land where it's like, because of the already existent structure that has pushed and diminished black voices down. The expectation that is, I mean, it is still going on. The expectation that is what is happening is kind of the base instinct and the most comfortable instinct because it's what you know. You know what I'm saying? And I obviously not comfortable in terms of a sense that it helps you, but comfortable in the sense that it's familiar. So go on.
Well, the thing with this type of analysis that it kind of is primarily focusing on seeing black people as political subjects rather than also as an audience commodity, and that is not separate. You know what I mean? Like we are an audience commodity, and that's one of the reasons that black people Twitter has these through lines. A lot of times, like when Trey was mentioned earlier, like the experience of getting spankings or some shit like that, like oftentimes you'll see a like on the black people Twitter Reddit page, somebody be like, oh, you black, if you woke up in the morning, you feel like your mom told you to get a switch, and then, or like, that's pretty general, but like you go to the comments, like a Latino person like, that happened to me, that happened to me, that happened to me. Like I had white homies who like, yo, their dad used to whoop their ass. I remember one white homie, like his dad whooped his ass and made him wear a dress to school, a dress, like real abuse. like Damon came to school and he was in a dress, bro. Like child abuse or angry or a parent that says shut your bitch ass up to the wife is like inherently some type of genetic biomarker or something. You know what I mean? Like we do share a lot of through lines and a lot of things. Like black folks gonna know what a hot comb sitting on the stove is, but maybe you don't know that because maybe by the time, or you Trey, because by the time y'all was born, we didn't just have hot combs that we put right on the stove like that. I know that. Maybe y'all had hot air, the actual hair presses. Like those are cultural things, but they're also wide and varied and distinct. And it's just like, yo, like the I gotta admit that the thing that I don't like about this is that it's not that black people are taking white people to task for that, because I think that that's fun and fine.
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me is like the actual politics of it. That's it. It's like the actual politics of it are just silly. But taking white people, like I do it all the time here. I love to shit on people. I love to shit on white people. I love to shit on like reactionary niggas. I love to shit on people who I feel are silly and deeply unserious. And this conversation is really unserious, but it's also fun. Sometimes you just gotta be like, shut your bitch ass up, Jack Harlow, yo bitch ass. What is this? Like, we shouldn't care. Like, I've never listened to his music, but I mean, come on, shit.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't personally like. I'm not sitting here like we need to get to the bottom of this. We need to finally understand what it means to be black in the context of Earl Sweatshirt and Mike's album with Surf Gang. Trey, I mean, if you have the answer, you should tell us. Like, Trey, have you figured out blackness? Have you?
Listen, I figured it out.
I knew it would be one of us, and I thought maybe it was you. That's where my money was at. I've been doing this for a long time. And
yeah, I've been on the uni, what's it called, Poly Market? I've been on Poly Market. Will Trey figure out blackness? I mean, the odds have been high, but
you're the one.
I put the answer right here.
KOSEY's the underdog here. Like, we don't know. We don't know.
Nigga, like it's like,
here.
Oh, what we saying?
This Draymond Green.
Oh
Draymond
yeah,
Green. Y'all
one of
know
the
what
blackest names in the history of. No,
y'all know what this is?
Trey, you're very blurry right now. By the way, it might make the. And you got your background cutting it out. No, this is so sad.
Nah, y'all got it. I'm gonna throw it on my background. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, so there's an answer pending. There's an answer. There's a nebulous ending. That's answer to the question that is coming up. But for now, we have no clue. Yeah, so I mean, my Poly Market bet's still up then, man. We have no idea whether or not I can cash out yet. This is sad and crazy. Have you guys seen this? I'm so glad I had an opportunity to bring this up, because now I've been thinking about Poly Market a lot recently. Have you guys seen? There's a poly, there's one of those betting things you can bet on the likelihood that Jesus Christ will come back this year, and like that's already crazy enough. But then the crazier part is there's like odds on it, isn't it? So there's like the odds are like 6% right now, and there's a bet on saying will it reach 7%. So like that infinite money glitch. It's crazy.
Dystopian as hell. That boat on like if like fucking Israel like nuke Iran or something, like if a nuke will go off, I'm like, nigga, at that point the money don't matter. You're cooked.
Nah, I got money on that one actually. Yeah,
I'm sure you do.
We can. No, what's today? March 18th.
Wednesday.
Yeah, 420, y'all. It has to do with the platonic solids.
Word.
No, gambling is so fucking disgusting. Like I hate like when I watch like sports and it's like everything's like FanDuel or like, you know what I mean, like all these
of it.
games and shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's really
that
gross.
shit is like rotten niggas' brains, bro.
At my work, we have a fruit machine at my work, like one of the little slot joints, yeah. And it is always like really troubling to me that all like, because hella kids come into my work. It's always really troubling to me. Like all of the kids come in, the first thing they do is start spamming all the buttons on there. Like it really calls to your base instinct as a human being. Like it's your base, like infant psychology is what the fucking slot machines are calling to, bro. Them kids will go up there like, oh my god, I'm in money. What are you talking about? Like, you should not be allowed anywhere near that thing. They are poisoning you. It's scary and scary.
Look at gaming. Like gaming is like gambling.
That's how we fix it.
Trey's finished. Trey's figured it out.
Yes.
And that twice as well.
Cinema.
Shout out. So the answer is
cinema. You said what? Yeah. So he actually said that. Yeah.
Well, doing this exact pose.
Yeah. He said it.
That's crazy.
Clap it up. Shout out to him, white people.
I just like Mega, he didn't actually. I wish he actually said it. What he actually said was, I think tonight was probably a reputation thing. But somebody switched it to kill all white people.
It's an ancient Arabic saying.
Yes. So you know that one. You know that one.
Yeah.
You know that one. It's in the same family.
Yeah. Speaking of killing all white people, by the way, Do we want to
Jack
discuss?
Harlow, let's fucking kill Jack Harlow. Let's go.
Let's go, man. We got it. Clap that up. Bring the claps in. Oh wow, none. I don't have access to the.
Kill
There
Jack
we go.
Harlow.
Kill Jack Harlow. Well, Megan, would you like to introduce your topic on this fine evening?
No, oh shit, I hit the explosion. No, I actually don't know. I don't have a topic. My topic was gonna be beats, and then I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I saw the video clip that you sent, and I was just like, I don't understand like the dialogue that's going on here. Like, I see three white men having a discussion, and Jack Harlow was like, I got blacker, or I went blacker.
Basically, they were complimenting Jack Harlow because the thing when you're a white rapper, you're supposed to switch to country or some shit. But they were talking about how Jack didn't switch, and Jack was like, "Yeah, I got blacker."
Yep.
And to him, getting blacker was going into R&B. And real quick, I know this is your topic, but real quick, I think there's something to be said about how you talked about how like rap music and like trap music in general has kind of been like distilled into a product in a way, and you were talking about like how like the sagging pants shit, like a lot of that originated with like black people reflexively, black people themselves disliking that. But I think there's also an interesting way where that also played out with like rap music, and a lot of black elders were like, yeah, we don't like rap music. They identified more with like R&B and like soul music and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I think in a lot of black households, like a lot of black people, like we didn't even grow up listening to rap music like that. We listened to fucking R&B and soul. Yeah. And it's interesting. Jack Harlow peeped that to know that R&B is blacker than rap music. As a white man in rap music. And rap music has been bastardized in quite a way. And he knows.
Can somebody explain to me first, like, who is Jack Harlow? I heard one song, and then I made the joke about
storytelling one.
No, it was the one where it was like gang, gang, gang. He's like, you remember Terrence? Which Terrence?
The one who was in the fair. He found out his friend was a rapist, and he had to cut him off.
He raped 15 chicks behind the Kmart, and then it's just like the rhymes are so simple. The premise, I suppose, is pretty interesting, in the approach. But yeah, I was just like, oh, this beat is fire. I heard the beat, and I was like, that's dope. Yeah. I don't know his music.
Is a white rapper. Well, they basically got popular for being a white guy that rapped. Peak Jack Harlow rapping. The best you can hope for from Jack Harlow is at his best he sounds like Drake. He's like a white Drake. That's his pinnacle. At his worst, he's like
whiter Drake.
At his worst, he's like a white Big Sean. So in general, he isn't like notoriously problematic. Like there was never a moment where like, oh, Jack Harlow said this shit in his music. Oh my god, that's crazy. Or like Jack Harlow started doing like fucking a black scent or some shit. I didn't. That could be a thing. I don't remember that specifically. You know, this is more like his biggest misstep so far, I'd say.
Yeah, Jack Harlow just generally been under the like microscope of, oh, this is a white guy doing rap. Let's like make sure he stays in line, and then when he makes bad music, we'll talk about it. But this is the first time I feel like I've actually seen like him do something that has upset people in a very specific way, and that's like and it's just been crazy.
What was upsetting to people about this?
I think just the phrasing is crazy. I think actually like the point he's making is interesting. I think it's just the phrase.
The optics are crazy.
The optics are
crazy. But I also like even like if you get into like the actual context of what they were saying, there is something interesting to be said about how like kind of like expecting like applause or like congratulations almost by like becoming a white person who raps and not becoming a vulture, and kind of getting praised by that by other white people. We're like, hey, you did become a vulture. Good for you. It's like, is that something you got to get praised for now? Like,
word.
It's like getting praised for being like a black father. It's like, yeah, I'll take care of my kids and shit. It's like, oh, word, that's nice. I mean,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I feel you though.
But
like the optics of it to me, where I was like looking at, I was like, it's like, isn't this like? isn't this something we want? Don't we want white people to be blacker a little bit? Like Rachel Dolezal, isn't that like peak? Like she stood on that shit. She was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get all the oppression that comes with being black, and I'm gonna just tank it, and I'm gonna work at the NAACP to help niggas really get it together. And it was like,
niggas gotta get niggas together.
Yeah,
that's what ELUCID
right.
said, right?
That's right. Yeah,
White
it's on the album. No, he said Rachel Dolezal got to get white people together. I'm hella joking right now, but like it's a funny, interesting kind of like connection where it's like we want white people to really like rock with blackness, understand it for the same level of reason that black folks understand it. It's oppressive, we're oppressed, like the whole system is rigged against us. Even from the neoliberal perspective, the shit that Jack Harlow was trying to do here doesn't seem all that nefarious. He was just like, yo, I apparently he's what do they call it? A nigger lover? Is that what they say? I don't know. Apparently he loves black people or something that.
Yeah.
He's just like I'm not sure if he's trying to like sell, like I don't know who he is as an artist, if he's trying to sell blackness or whatever, or if he's giving actual like respect and gratitude, because we gave what's his face, who's the Mac Miller, we give him the same, like we gave him hella elbow room to operate within black spaces and considered him an ally and a homie. I don't know Jack Harlow like that, if he a culture vulture or if he gets those things, but like it seems like his music is really non-threatening. It also seems like a nothing burger.
Yeah, he is just a guy. I think that's one of
yeah.
I think that's one of the things funny about it.
I think he should do like those white people did like a couple years back, where they put themselves in like like in chains and shit and was apologizing to black folks. Like do that, and I'll really think you on our side.
Yeah,
bro.
we need it every time Jack Harlow is in New York, he just comes around.
You know, like do something for real to rock with black people.
That's what we
like,
need. If Jack Harlow sees any black rappers on the street, he has to prostrate himself before them.
Of, who was it? Was it Marjorie Taylor Greene who was doing the fucking wearing the kufi and shit?
Yeah, wearing the whole Kente.
Oh, you talking about Nancy? You talking about Nancy Pelosi?
Nancy Pelosi.
That's my dog. When they did that, I said, for real? That's my girl.
I was like, finally, man. Yo, black people got their dues.
These Democrats really getting on it, man. Thank you.
They
Finally,
they understand.
all they needed really that Kente cloth, man. All you needed that. All you needed that Kente
before
cloth.
they had Kente cloth, it was like they hated us. But then they put on the fabrics, and they're like, you know what? Maybe I get it. Maybe being black is cool.
They're kind of understanding it a little bit better. And that's what I thought about Jack Harlow. I said, this nigga really gets it.
He gets it.
I
got blacker.
Away. You know, this is like the equivalent of him not putting on a do-rag. This is the equivalent of him like saying, you know what? I'm not even going to wear Jordans.
Whoa. Yeah, no, that's new. That's new. Did you see the picture? Did you see the pictures of him wearing the fucking common?
It is
common cosplay.
It is outrageous. There's point.
He had a turtleneck on.
Yeah, the double turtleneck.
It's not as nefarious. That's the thing about Jack. It's not as nefarious as like we've historically seen with like other like white rappers like Post Malone, where it's egregious. But the thing about Jack and like the issue that's always been with him is that he's like the epitome of white mediocrity, and he's it's true. And like he's only famous for rapping about white. He did nothing exceptional. He brought nothing new to it. He rapped while white. And people see this and you're like, oh, you can make R&B while white. And I think the thing is, while I don't think he did like any egregious blacks or anything, I think he's like tried to integrate himself in black culture in such a way where like the thing with saw someone try to like illustrate like him and Mac would be the same, but like the thing about Mac is Mac had a like history of like appreciation for their black art, and he had a respect for his black peers already. Jack Harlow, like fucking few years ago on like fucking radio station and shit, like they're playing like classic R&B cuts and shit, and they're like, do you know this type of shit you hear like fucking growing up as a black person, and he didn't know none of that shit. And then like fucking couple years later he pops out and he's
sampling
like
Brandy,
and he's he's supposed to be like he's trying to doing his best D'Angelo impressions and shit.
Oh,
like
I see.
But he got blacker.
You hating on a nigga for doing the knowledge is what you're saying to me. He did.
I mean, maybe he did do the knowledge, but it's hard to feel like he's not like putting it on as a costume.
You know, like I know that there's white like soul cats. Like who's that? Michael McDonald.
I don't know this guy. I do not know this guy. It's
Oh,
terrifying.
you too young for
You're
that,
gonna-
but that's
This is
bars.
gonna be another one of those things where you put your phone to the screen with a mic like last week and just play some bullshit.
It's just, like I'm gonna hip you the game because the music is it touches people's souls like black
Oh.
folks.
But nah,
But
the
It's just a
Harlow shit-
strange thing. Like the optics of it
Yeah.
are disgusting. I don't have any respect for this person as a person. I was hating on him a few weeks ago. I didn't even know who it was when I said, "Hey, Harlow's not black." Like I just knew of that person as like the album cover was like him in front of like some side alley and shit. Like
Man, the comment
generally, I don't respect
shit.
white
My
artists
nigga.
in the mainstream. Yeah, I don't. Generally, I do not respect white artists in the mainstream who are working in a hip hop space, and that's not because they don't deserve respect. It's just that I don't care about pop culture that much, and I kind of feel I have a little bit of a spider sense, conspiratorial type of approach to when it comes to pop culture. I don't even trust black folks in the pop culture like that. Like Lizzo, I was like, I don't know this. Who is it? Like, I'm gonna keep it quiet. Like I don't have to comment on it. But this was just weird because I was
Yeah.
like, I was joking in my head, like, how do I get blacker? As a person, what could I possibly do? And I think that I've already reached the extent of it. I think I'm as black as I possibly could be, except for going to jail, maybe, or abandoning my daughter, maybe, if we're going to bring up all the fucking bad shit that makes that white people think about black people. You know what I mean? Like, I think I've reached the
I
extent
think
of
I
it.
can go beyond Super Saiyan and become even blacker. That's what I think.
watch
Go
out,
black,
though, because-
black beyond black.
Because Super Saiyans, like, you know who the first Super Saiyan was, right?
Go on.
Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
Hulk Hogan was the first Super Saiyan.
The first ever.
Yeah, the
He
first ever.
predates Goku. Goku had
Blonde
no
hair,
idea.
Blue eyes, blonde hair, green eyes. You was just a regular Asian nigga. You was a monkey king, and all of a sudden you a super Aryan.
Mm.
Watch out.
Super
Hey, what-
Aryan.
Super
Hulk
Aryan is
Hogan.
crazy.
Hulk Hogan
Nah, but
was
real
the first
quick.
Super Saiyan.
Mm,
Super
mm.
Aryan.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yo,
Nah,
he's like,
but-
no, he's a like Hitler experimented on him. Y'all didn't read about that? Right after Tuskegee and shit. You see, y'all touched the.
They took his cells, bro. No, they took Hulk Hogan. Yeah, they took Hulk Hogan's
Yeah.
DNA into the perfect white
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. That's
They
what it is.
synthesized whiteness
Yeah.
and made the exact opposite of Jack Harlow. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm
Before
telling you.
Jack-
Wait.
all types of shit about Hulk Hogan.
Was that also by Yakub or was that someone else?
There's
No, that
multiple
was
guys.
Goebbels. That was Hitler and Goebbels. That was really out there fucking
okay,
doing
okay.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I
they're
mean?
there are quite a few people creating white people out here in different spaces and
Mhm.
pockets. You know how like multiple like people, someone invented the light bulb in Egypt at the same time as we did it in the UK. You know, it's similar. It's similar.
Yeah, you know how they got pyramids in South America, and they also got pyramids.
yeah,
Egypt and
like,
shit?
yeah.
Wait, there's
yeah.
pyramids in South America?
You don't know about that shit? That's like I don't know
Chichen
how-
Itza.
Nigga don't know about the wonders of the
man.
world, bro. You don't even know about the
See,
wonders of the
You
world,
need
bro.
to read more Graham Hancock like I
This
was
nigga
doing
ain't got
20
no-
years ago and shit.
Where's your
Damn, nigga,
geography?
let me talk about Jack
knowledge?
Harlow.
Okay, bust this shit.
My fault. No. So the Jack Harlow thing, it didn't even make me mad when I read it. I more like just laughed at how unserious it was. But the thing is, Jack Harlow is like that white friend that like he doesn't like mean bad, but like sometimes he does a little too much. Sometimes like he gets a little too comfortable and like kind of makes a joke he's not supposed
Gets
to make.
too
He's
excited.
Like,
Yeah.
chill. But this felt connected to me. It wasn't the Jack Harlow thing that pissed me off. It was the director of One Battle After Another, Paul Thomas Anderson. I think that's his name.
That's my dog.
I
Yeah.
still
PTA.
haven't watched the movie. I've heard
is
a
great.
shit ton about the movie. There's no way not to. But there's something that like irks me about like white people and like because his whole thing, he doesn't want to talk about like the
I
politics.
thought-
of
I-
the
that was
movie.
the end
He
of the
doesn't wanna
sentence?
No. He
There's
doesn't
something
want to
that
talk
irks me about
about
white people. New changes.
that too.
New
But
topic.
his whole thing is like he doesn't want to talk about politics at all. And my shit's lagging. Hold up, my shit's lagging.
I hear you
Am I
just
back?
fine though.
I go
Oh
to
my
change something.
God.
But we can hear you fine.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
He is basically doing the press tour leading up to the Oscars and shit. People were like, hey, talk about the movie, talk about the politics in the movie. He doesn't want to engage with any of that shit. He's like, I don't want to touch it. And I don't know. There's something that gets under my skin about like. There's another example of this. I can't think of it, but like white people engaging with like politics, and there was like I know a lot, black women were a key part of that movie, and just engaging with like the politics around black women and black women as revolutionaries, and then the impulse to step back from there after you engage with it or after you like create something around it. I don't know, something about that's real nasty to me, and I guess that's that kind of relates to Jack Harlow in a way where it's like, you know, he can do all this nigga shit, he can do all this fucking R&B shit, but like at the end of the day, is he gonna speak to anything specific? Is he gonna?
Well,
when it comes down to it, is he gonna like? I don't know.
If I could just take one point about one battle after another, because I do enjoy it in Paul Thomas Anderson.
I'm gonna watch the movie so I can debate it.
It's fine. But Paul Thomas Anderson openly said that the movie was inspired by The Weathermen. He openly said that it was inspired by the Battle of Algiers, and that is in itself a kind of definitive aspect about the politics of the movie in a way. I understand an artist not wanting, like, if you go up to Woods and be like, yo, explain to me your position on, you know, fucking Zabimbi in you know, South Africa and shit like that. Maybe he doesn't want to get into that, even though he mentions it. But when it comes to the point that you're actually making about Jack Harlow, about how like there's nothing to say about it in a way, like I get that, because he probably a nothing burger. He like, again, like, these politics seem non-nefarious. They seem like they should be allied with us. Like he's trying to do right by black people with it. But again, that kind of neoliberal symbiotic relationship with essentialism and identity politics makes for a lot of people who are seemingly on the right side of some of these positions. And being pro-black and understand that black people made all the best music and the best dance moves, and also, you know what I'm saying, put the best spices, anything that's good about black folks, understanding that is not being like a woke person. That's just being a person who enters this world as a neoliberal, who has less barriers of entry than a racist person does, like a overtly racist person. And it's much easier to have these politics nowadays if you find yourself on certain pockets of the internet. And liking hip hop music is one of the things that it used to
Professor
be
Scott.
It used to be a very easy way to kind of engage. It used to be a very easy way to engage with black people and black culture that was something that was profound and useful. But now we have so many bad actors within the space. We've literally got like a MAGA rapper who is talking unapologetically how he can say nigga and how he's been a nigga the whole time, even though his grandfather is the person who created the Day Trader fucking magazine, and he's been rich his whole life, but unapologetically just saying nigga, doing all the nigga shit, talking all this, you know what I mean? Like it used to be a safer space, but now we really do have to interrogate our relationship with people like Jack Harlow, because we've had people who are deceptively even worse than that we allowed in, who were also black too. Like look at Drake. Drake is not any really different than a Jack Harlow type of figure as a political nothing burger. Yeah, I would probably agree with that, but he also has like the canon is longer, you know what I mean? But you know, we gave him all of these things, but I have never been on board with saying Drake is good. Like I was like, this dude's actor, like y'all like it, like I don't fuck with it, like it's corny, it's like a lot of things to me, like he's stealing styles. People, are you singing Drake, nigga? Like I don't know that song. But what I'm saying is like, yo, like it's good to kind of interrogate these folks and hold them to the fire a little bit. Like that's why I didn't mind like I didn't really mean to shit on Win like that, because I don't really care. But a person like Jack Harlow,
I think we
were very amicable. Like, yeah, it was fine. But like Jack Harlow, I don't know nothing about him, but I'll tell you what, I don't like him.
It's the audacity.
You stupid if you like Jack Harlow.
Cassidy. But real quick, the other thing that pissed me off was Professor Sky. But before I get to that.
Oh yeah, he made a whole video about that guy, right?
I wish Drake wasn't a bitch, because like he is one of the funniest niggas ever, bro. Where he's like, when in Marvin's room, it's like her white friends say you niggas crazy. I hope no one heard that. And then he just whispers, I hope no one heard that. Because if she did, we gonna be in some trouble. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's
Anywho,
genius. That's
Professor
bars, bro.
Sky. Professor Sky. The other thing, Jack Harlow, Paul Thomas Anderson, Professor Sky. These are all connected in
This
my
is
brain.
your triangle.
Professor Sky. He is very aware of just the surface level of or just the surface level understanding of like black politics and like the fucking intersections and like how that shit works. But there's a recent shit where he bought there was a Charlie Kirk shit, and then there was the him buying the fucking the Confederate merch from Kanye. And the thing is but
wait.
Kanye, basically he went to a Kanye show. Kanye was selling Confederate shit on the merch, and he bought the merch, and he was like, I just found this interesting. I think it's really interesting, his artistic perspective and shit. And I think it's so interesting how like you can be the friendly white guy who understands black people, and I understand racism and all that. But when shit happens, or like when Charlie Kirk gets shot, or when it's time to like you still want to be invested in Kanye because you just got this emotional connection, you gotta do the hand wringing of like, guys, you don't get it though, but like Charlie Kirk was a person too, but like Kanye, I really like Kanye as an artist, so like, you know, it is.
Yeah, you gonna make it tired, bro. You gonna make it tired.
you wanna be on the team, like you just understand it. You're just like Mr. Woke, but then like you still want to be engaged with shit.
Can we quickly acknowledge Mega's tone of what? There, that was crazy.
Mega looks so disappointed.
He was good friends with Professor Sky, man. This is really upsetting for him to find out
that
his favorite, his wokest, dopest friend, the entire time had a Confederate flag, like T-shirt, like that. Really, that does stuff to a man, you know.
We studied French literature together.
Yeah, man, hand in hand.
Yo, I've been telling
smooches
like,
on smooches, bro. You know it gets serious.
I understand, like I'm a real small channel. Professor Sky, like a real big boy in the hip hop space and shit. He been hanging out with the mostest of woke. He been with
all
you know
the niggas.
Yeah, he with the fucking Justin Hunt and all these niggas. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Open Mike Eagle.
The arbiters of hip hop and black fucking radical politics and shit. Like this is one of the reasons I be hating on these cats, man. Like. When I saw Professor Sky, I was like, oh, okay. I think the first thing that I really noticed him for was for like maybe the Bob's son shit, right? And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. He's talking about a little poetry or whatever, this and that. But then when I started to notice how his algorithm worked and the albums he was doing and the type of way he talked about things, I was like, oh, this nigga is liberal as fuck. And I'm like, that's fine, but like, why is it that I got so many people around me that listen to him and feel like they're getting something from it? Oh, I forgot. Niggas ain't reading shit anyways. I forgot. Niggas is mad liberal anyways and shit. And it's like, you know, I don't really want to not hate on Professor Sky. So I'm gonna hate on him. Like I just don't like I imagine if I met him, he'd be personable and nice and shit like that. But I bet you if I hung out with him like 30 minutes, I'm gonna be like, yo, you a bitch, bro. Like I don't like you. Like that's just kind of how I feel like it's gonna happen in my head. And I'm like, you know, some people that I like and respect, only actually one person I like and respect fucks with him. You know, Open Mike Eagle fucks with him. And Open Mike Eagle is, you know, like different than me too politically and shit, but we connect on other levels. But like, man, like there's just some cats that I just know. Jordan Peele, motherfucking Donald Glover, Professor Sky. Some of these cats just rub me the wrong way a little bit. You know, like I've been trying to tap into the FD Signifier a little bit, and I feel like FD Signifier when he started, he was a lot more liberal than he is now. Like now, I feel like him doing a little bit of the work, he's gone a little bit more left, and I appreciate it because when I first was listening to him, I was like, "Oh, that sound right," but you hella liberal on it. Are you an anarchist? I'm like, what kind of political tendency are you working through? And now when I listen to him, I'm like, oh, somebody done. Like just being a black person and dealing with black people who are probably smarter than you or whatever, or read more than you, he moved further left. Yeah, bro, he seems more Marxist to me.
You got the Dr. Ball recommendation, bro.
Well, Dr. Ball, even Dr. Ball to me used to be a little bit like now Dr. Ball, like the conversation that he had with Diami, he used to he tried to really press Adolph Reed, and Diami studied under Adolph Reed. my man Diami, knee block, who
Yeah,
I'd like
yeah,
to come on maybe at next episode. Diami studied under him, and when Diami was talking to him, Dr. Ball started to put together the limits of the black monolith of politics, because potentially he's going through some things with his black comrades that are highlighting the specificity of the way that these problems emerge, and he's starting to put that together a little bit. But like when I listen to these cats, man, fucking Professor Sky, I get a little bit irked and upset, and I don't get jealous because I'm a content creator. Like I don't even share my show. My show's all, or you know what I mean? Like I don't even share it. But like I know he got a lot of people, and a lot of people could consider that I'm hating for it or whatever. But like his analysis to me is so fucking stale and so lame. Like maybe I've just read too much, or maybe I just am at a certain place. But when I listen to him talk, I'm just like, people think he's funny. Like I'm like, yo, bro, like that's just not funny to me. You got a weirdness meter, nigga? Get this dick a weirdness meter, nigga? Like, come on, man.
That
Like,
shit made
let
my
me-
dick hurt, bro. That's not serious. That's too serious.
You know what we need to do? Yeah, that shit made my dick hurt too. I'm gonna make a blackness meter and just have it in the background. Be like Octoroon, Mulatto, TREDOES. And then the only person beyond TREDOES is gonna be Draymond Green.
No, before TREDOES, you got the danger zone. You know that, and then after that,
yeah.
it gets serious, very serious,
Yeah.
very serious. You
Yeah.
gotta get scared. It gets scary
Yeah,
out here.
I mean,
man.
like the shit to me is just like so, like have some integrity. You know what I mean? Like have some integrity in the shit that you watch. Like a lot of people like to feel like they really doing something and learning something and whatever, but like have some integrity in the shit that you watch. Like just because it's available and entertaining don't mean you need to be sticking around for the shit, man. Like you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
people feel so alienated. It's like, oh man, I really want to talk to somebody about
I mean,
and then they
that's
find
how,
you
that's
know
how I felt, Professor.
that's how they I get it. I
Yeah.
understand it, but like be sad with pride. You know what I mean? Like be sad with pride. Like you know, sometimes a little bit of
I'll be
mindfulness
sad,
and
so it's
aloneness is good, man. I don't like quit
I know.
everything.
I need Professor Sky to cure the loneliness.
Yo,
Professor
man,
Sky
like,
to keep the skulls away, dude.
you know, I've got a lot of
He made a
like
two-part Charlie Kirk video.
that shit is so like I don't like the only way that would be better if he was like, I'm glad he's dead. Shoot him again. Here, let's do a live reaction to watching him get shot. And like I'll be like, yo, that's fire, bro. Like
Yeah, that's
how you
gangster.
get took off. That's gangster. But like any explanation of that is just mindlessly
Nah,
fucking fence sitting fucking white. The niggas that Malcolm X was talking about.
Yeah.
Those people.
Like,
The roosters.
Gross.
The roast,
You-
whatever.
I don't
You're a
care
little
if
crap
you were
guy.
into fucking Public Enemy when you were in junior high school. Nigga, eat a dick. My dad said nigger all the time. I don't care about anything like that, man. Like, get the
if
fuck-
you're listening to What's Up with the Minutes, send this to Professor Sky because I think it'd be funny.
I'll debate. I'm gonna do a Lord Jamar. I'll debate
Bro,
Neil
yeah,
deGrasse Tyson right now. Like,
Oh, we
no,
can have
bro.
him on the podcast.
to quite honestly with you, no. I would not. If Professor Sky's like, yo, I'd like to have a collab with you and talk about Marxism and rap music. No, I'm good, bro. I would do the same thing if Joe Budden said that to me. No, I'm good. I don't want to be a part of that. Like, have some.
You don't
want
want to hang out with Joe Biden?
No, there's a lot of people that I don't care. Like, literally, I had the opportunity when Tekashi 6ix9ine was coming out here to Japan to interview this cat.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
to the studio and chill and shit. Like, I was like, no, I don't like him. I don't like his music. I don't like what he stands for. I do not think that I'm the type of nigga to sell out for the bag like that. Not when it comes to my hobbies. If somebody was like, yo, would you twerk for, $2 million? I'll twerk right now, nigga. Like, but would I fucking like, I don't fuck
This is
with
what they be
that.
talking about. That's what Cat Williams be talking about. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. He knows that niggas would twerk for $2 million, bro.
Yeah.
He figured shit out. He got the
I just-
conspiracy. How old he's right.
I just don't think that I'm sucking fucking a Weinstein dick to get into fucking Mimic in a fucking movie like that. Like, I just don't feel like I got that in me, man. Like, I would commit suicide or something. It would be so crazy to me.
But you would twerk for it.
I'll twerk right now. I'll do that shit for the price of on the house, nigga. Like, that's not a problem.
Wait for
you know?
do it on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Like,
That's exclusive.
You're not gonna catch me like if somebody was like, I'll give you $1 billion if you do blackface, I'd be like,
I would do that. I
Two.
would do that shit in
billion.
rehab.
this is the thing though, Trey. This is the thing though, Trey.
You gotta debate.
I'm thinking now, like, my father is dead. He wouldn't even see it. But if my father did,
you would do it.
nah, like, no, I'm just mean like it's like my daughter would see me do that.
Mm-mm.
And what is she going to benefit off of me having a yacht or some shit? Like,
well,
bro,
2 billion,
no.
man. You could change the world, bro. 2 billion is so much money.
2 billion, your situation would be straight, bro.
You know what I'm gonna spend that $2 billion on, man? I have so many STDs and so many fucking bro. Like, come on, I'm a real nigga. Like I don't have financial fucking awareness and shit. I'm gonna give y'all $100,000 each, easy. You know what I mean? All that money gonna be gone. Yeah,
Nigga,
bro.
you know how much 2 billion is, and you're giving us 100,000.
100,000.
You want $1 million?
Nigga,
yes.
That's like, bro. That's like you basically gave us $1.
Nah. I done seen my black heroes. I done seen Bernie Mac. Every Denzel Washington be like, don't give enough money the first time because they going because once I give y'all that 100,000. Yeah, Trey gonna be back like, hey, you remember the background that I had on episode number 13 with the big room? Like, I'm trying to do that in real life, but I can't see the 100,000. Like, the houses in Georgia is actually about 500 for that. Like, and he'd be like, can I get a little? You know, I'd be like, no. That's why you don't do that. But
see,
like,
look, you don't want black people to succeed. Jack Harlow would give me the money. Jack Harlow would give me the money. Just saying.
Mega. If you had 2 billion, we could start the Revolutionary Vanguard, bro.
Right now,
I don't think so. I don't think 2 billion would do it. Even if I distributed that amongst like 1,000, like split it between 500, a million people or whatever. Nah, it doesn't work like that. But what would be good if I had 2 billion, you know, we could purchase Epstein Island and put nukes on it. We could develop a nuclear program and treat it just like North Korea. Don't let anybody in. You feel me?
Listen, you know how Bam broke Kobe's right is Wilt, Bam, Kobe. It's for me, it's Jack Harlow, Paul Thomas Anderson, Professor Sky.
Wait, you don't like PTA? Like, you don't like There Will Be Blood? You don't like
I don't watch movies. I'm just saying, for what I've seen,
I'm a movie guy.
From the context of One Battle After Another and then hearing him speak, I reflexively it makes my skin
you know, Jungle Pussies. You know, Jungle Pussies in that, right?
I know too. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But also, like, there's a like, some of it really resonates for me because, like, there's a scene where you know, an actual revolutionary, Leonardo DiCaprio, who was building bombs and blowing up shit and doing shit, right? He gets on the phone and the person that he's talking with is a part of their, you know, he's a comrade. He's a person, a part of this community, but the person is so pedantically fucking anarchist in a way that the same type of shit that I be shitting on. And it's so much of that. And to me, it's just like a funny kind of point that highlights certain aspects within the radical community. And also how, like, there's a lot of, like, I'm not saying it's the best movie I've ever seen in the world, but, like, I like One Battle After Another more than I like Sinners. I didn't see Marty
racist.
Supreme. Like, no, I actually think liking Sinners is pretty racist.
Disagree.
Yeah, if you like Sinners, you're racist. What do you like, black people just because they're in movies? Come on.
if you like, you stupid if you like Sinners.
You stupid if you went to the movie theater. Should have
Hey.
pirated that shit like me.
Hey, okay, no,
It was so blurry I couldn't tell who was black and who was fucking Puerto Rican. No, I think both of them are good
I'm
films.
just like, I don't know. I got my eyes peeled on this woke shit because, like, you know, pendulum swinging the other way because shit sucks right now. But also, like, I don't know. I've been seeing, like, a lot of niggas that they just say shit, but, like, I don't know. I've been seeing, like, a lot of niggas be like, yeah, I'm a leftist on some shit, but, like, also, like, the fall of the Soviet Union was, like, the greatest thing that ever happened in history.
You be seeing some shit,
shit
bro.
like
You
that.
be
No, I'm
you
just-
really be seeing some
I-
shit because I couldn't even imagine seeing it with my own eyes.
No, that's not unusual. Yeah, it's not
That's
unusual.
crazy.
That, I
Hang with
know
the
that
tankies,
shit's
man.
breaking my brain. That shit's breaking my brain.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't even on some tanky shit though. It was on some like I'm low key a lib, but like low key I like the aesthetics of the socialist shit, but I'm also a lib. I mean, it's really just like sock dim type niggas, but like also I don't know.
Well,
Sock
like,
them niggas is some of the that's the son and shit. That's some of the minority report, majority report. Like that's a lot of the biggest
Hassan's
things.
real
Crystal ball.
trust.
Yeah, that's Gohan Mamdani. Like that's that's how it is.
Gohan Mamdani would never. He gets it.
I
That's
want to
the
make
goat.
it edit. I want to make it edit Mom Donnie and Gohan's close so bad.
Okay, you have to now. You've told the people you're doing it. Now it needs to be a thing. People must see it. People must perceive
I
it.
do it. I spent.
Let's
I
get
spent
outta
my
here, y'all.
money-
Yeah. We
I
have a
spent my
whole
money
recommendation
giving
section.
Recommendations.
Wait, guys, I want to go first so I can do the revealing the background prop that I've had the whole time. Look at this. Oh my god. What? Oh my gosh. I had a vinyl in the back the whole time that I was secretly using to shout out and show off my wealth. That's the Spook album. Meme Magic, also known as Niggas is Magic. I'm getting racist. I'm getting racist. No, I bought it when it was very cheap, and now it's a lot of money. It was a reasonable price when I bought it. I've just been around, Trey. I'm really about this shit. I'm an OG.
I see.
See you in a bit.
I'll be
see you
right
in a bit,
back. I
Megan.
want to talk about Spook, but I need 76 seconds.
76 seconds. Should we count them, or should we just, what should we do in the meantime, Trey?
He's gonna piss like a nerd.
Oh word. No, he got a real fast stream though. I know him.
Oh no, to recommend.
Trey, I just want to put it out there. I watched 3 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen. I didn't like them shits. I did not like them.
Well, I think you're a
but you
loser.
said-
How about that?
Hey, I'm not even gonna deny that. I'm not gonna deny that. I might be a lame ass hoe ass nigga. Who knows? However, who knows? There's no confirmation either way. But I'd like it to be known that I watched the first few episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen and I was like, it's pretty good, but I don't know. Season 3 looks cool. Like I really like how the animation in season 3 looks. It looks very like stylized. Season 1 doesn't have that stylization, so I'm just watching it, remembering like that I actually don't like the story of Jujutsu Kaisen. But if I was watching season 3, it might convince me. It might convince me. If I was into the season 3 and I was seeing how beautiful it looked and shit, I might be convinced that it's good. But like as I'm watching it right now, I'm watching it like, yeah, I mean it's all right.
The story is actually good though.
It's not crazy though. Yet, at least. Maybe I gotta wait. Maybe once I get to episode 6, it will start being interesting. But I've
listen. It starts off basic, but like I feel like as time goes on, they explore like very very interesting themes.
okay.
That's all I'm saying.
So what episode do you think I'll get to when I'm like, if it will finally clicks? Because season 3 episode 8 is too far away from me to.
I know. By the time after, if you get by like the end of the arc with Junpei and like you're not moved at all. There's a character named Junpei. If you get to the arc after that, if you finish that arc with that character and you're not moved at all, I'd say you probably will like the rest.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind. Okay, thank you very much. Let's talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. We're going to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen.
I was starting to watch that. I watched episode 1, and then I saw somebody said that it was the J. Cole of anime, and so I was like, I didn't know I was a bitch nigga. I thought
I watched the first 3 episodes and I didn't care for it, but I thought it was good. I thought it was good, but I was just kind of watching it. Trey says that I gotta get more episodes in.
It kind of reminded me of Dan to Dan a little bit. Like I'm kind of like tired of like high school ghost like spirit fucking shit right now.
Nah, it's way darker than Dun to Dun.
Okay,
Dun to Dun's pretty chill.
Damn. Dun to Dun was fun, but
no, I want to
talk about Spook.
Yeah, no, that's what we were doing. We didn't want to have the conversation while you were gone.
Okay, yeah, no, I want.
Are you caught up to Dun to Dun?
I've been what's his name? Ev reminded me to watch it, to read it. So I read a bit of it, and the KKK just got introduced. Did you see that?
No, I saw that panel. The thing is, I like to the point. I want to spoil Mega. I don't know if you care, or I don't want to spoil it.
I doubt he cares. This is years away from him seeing it.
There's people listening, but like in general, to the point in the story where I got, where like basically the plot gets reset. Like I don't know. I feel like they're kind of like biting off too much. You know, kind of
Yeah, the series, low key, I feel like the
Groundhog
series
Day.
should end, or I'm surprised that the series hasn't ended yet. Don't show us that,
like
bro.
Groundhog Day
The
type
fuck?
shit.
Niggas
y'all
injured
can
as
talk
fuck.
about,
Okay,
y'all
Spook.
can talk about Spook.
Yeah. So
Yo.
this is me Magic, aka Niggas is Magic by Spook. Good music, it's good raps.
Spook
So I do
is
go. So I do gold on the boards and the like. I've been re-listening to Spook recently because Mega reminded me he existed. NSFW and Niggas is Magic are two like top class albums to me. I think the rapping on them is superb. The production on them is super odd. I think Spook really allows Sadu to get into really strange pockets with the production, and I think this is apart from Surfing on Gold Waves 2 by ST Nike. This is quite easily my favorite production that Sadu has ever done, and it's good music.
Sadu is so ill. One of my favorite joints is Hell on Wheels by Spook, which is like
very good music.
It's like
that one conductor beat kills me. Like I that's one of the beats that I'm like, actually conductor's amazing. That beat is crazy.
I mean I like Conductor just fine for a lot of reasons, but like Spook is so ill to me, and I really appreciate how like offline he is in a way, like just like not really even trying to, it's almost like, bro, you are counterproductive to having a fucking positive career. Like the way that you conduct your art, the way you create it, so thoughtful, is so incredible, and then you just like don't do anything to push it. But then again, here I am like thinking that I have a pretty good fucking album discussion channel, and I never share it either. You know what I mean? Like, but yo, like one of the reasons that I was thinking about it a lot is because the last joint on the ELUCID album is the same beat that is used on Dirty Darty on the Hell on Wheels album. And like that is the single flaw that I feel about the ELUCID album, is that whenever I listen to ELUCID's track, no matter how good it is and how great it is, the joint that Spook and Sadu Gold did with Dirty Darty is just so embedded in my head as being amazing and awesome. ELUCID just cannot rise to the level. The shit starts off with like
a specific track, or are you talking about the album?
Yeah, no, the last song on the new ELUCID uses the same sample, and this is kind of why my topic was a little different earlier. But like the Dirty Darty shit, they're sampling from all these old blaxploitation Western films and shit.
Yeah. It's really brilliant.
Like not boss nigga, but boss nigger. Like when like there was like yo, and so like the vocal sample that comes on with that beat is like, come out here, nigger. And he's like, nigger. And the way that the white dude says, like, there's so much anger. It's like something about it is so powerful. And the way that that Sadu produces the track is like slightly different sample than on the ELUCID. It has a different feeling. But the way that Spook is bombing using all of these like Western references. They put a bullet through his war bonnet. You know, who's a true varmint through a new song. Like, it's just dope. And that's the only reason the ELUCID album is not a 10 out of 10 for me.
He ain't bar out like Spook.
No, it's not even that he didn't bar out like Spook. They do completely different things and are accomplishing different things. But man, that Dirty Darty beat, I have loved that for already like 2 years and played it so many times. It's just so fucking ill. Come out here, nigger. Yeah. I told you, I think it's funny.
You're really enjoying that, yeah?
I think it's fucking funny sometimes, and it's just like, good. Hold on.
Come on out
Yeah.
He's growling that shit. He's growling that shit. Nigga. No, Spook is seriously the goated, man. Spook is seriously goated. Yeah,
like,
no, he's so dope. Crazy
so
dope.
Surprised that people don't like more people don't know about him, because like
it's his own fault.
Yeah, he does seem to be like a serious like black radical. Like you know,
I think a lot of the thing is like, you know, like where his music isn't even like, he consistently takes his stuff off of even Bandcamp. Hell on Wheels is like the only project that he has out on streaming right now.
DSPs,
yeah, so it's like there's no real space for his stuff.
Send me the files.
I mean, I sent literally all of my files to both of you.
Bro,
you have
I don't read shit, bro.
He said, "I don't read. I don't go outside."
Yeah, no, fair enough. No, but if you check I'm not giving my own game right now, but if you check the pin messages on the What's Up with the Minutes,
Yeah,
chat.
it's the
It's right
first
there.
one right now. It's the first one right now.
Yeah.
No, but Hell on Wheels is on Spotify for
Streaming.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
It's on
I
Spotify.
think NSFW. Also nigga scarecrow for what is it? Is nigga scarecrow for white folks? That's serious. That's so serious.
Nah,
That's a crazy
he is-
lyric. That's a crazy
he
name
is
for an album.
so fucking confrontational with his blackness.
Yeah.
Like his character is one of those what are
Like
they called?
minstrel.
Yeah,
things.
but they used to be called. There was a specific term. I can't my brain's not working right now. But like, yeah, it's one of those characters, and it's fucking like Spook very well. Like, I think that Spook is kind of like the underground version of like Mock and Obi-Wan, like super black, super strange, super abstract, also really good at rhyming, but also
Damn, you
just
said
kind of
Mock
like,
not underground anymore.
I'm saying like like a more underground, like Mock takes his lyrics offline, Spook takes his music offline. Like, it's
A
impossible
lot of
to
rappers
get.
do that.
Also, no, but like it's also incredibly difficult to find out anything about him. Like, he's like an enigma, is what I'm saying. Like, comparisons be damned. I'm just saying that like Spook is
yeah.
dope on the level of like dope on those levels, but even more like difficult to get a hold of
To
than
access.
some of the other
Yeah.
guys. Yeah. That's
For sure,
kind of
for
what
sure.
I'm getting at. Yeah.
I'm excited. There's a
Hard.
Spook feature on the upcoming Mac Homie, which unfortunately is only physical. Well, not unfortunately, it's physical only. So I'm deciding what's gonna go on. But yeah, I'm excited to hear more Spook, man. He's been vanished for a while. He said that there was a DiBiase project coming, and I got so excited, and then I remembered that I should never get excited for anything because niggas do not deliver. They let me down. That's what they do.
I heard TREDOES has an album, but like I've yet to see an album come out.
Exactly. All niggas do is disappoint, bro. That's all they do, bro. That's all they do. Yeah, that guy TREDOES has to drop some music or you bitch. Oh! If TREDOES doesn't drop his album, I'll delete the podcast forever.
If TREDOES don't drop music, you stupid.
Yeah, word. It makes sense.
What is your recommendation? Your recommendation? TREDOES.
Who, me? Oh, I'm scrounging for shit because I don't really got one, but I'm listen to Erotic Probiotic by Nourished by Time. That project's tough. I like it. Listen to that.
Good music.
It's really good.
Good music.
Do I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else, bro. I didn't do anything this past
Wait,
week.
you guys should check this shit out. Not even like you should check this out, but I got a cool thing to show you guys. Wait, stay seated.
Okay.
Behold.
Done?
Yes. I've carried a gun onto the stage.
He
it's
got-
a
she got a heat. She got a heat.
Chekhov situation. Anyways, behold, it's like a Dragon Ball. It's not Dragon Ball, but it's like a collection of Toriyama's works before Dragon Ball. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. No, it's like the non-serialized stuff, like things with like maybe 1 or 2 chapters. It's short joints. It's cool. It's neat. It's making me realize that I don't really like his style generally. I feel like
What?
like
you don't like his art style?
No, I mean like his style of storytelling. I find
okay,
the way that he does it on all the other stuff is kind of a little bit frustrating to me. And this is like ages back as well.
No, his shit before Dragon Ball is very unserious.
Yeah. I'm not huge on the tone. I feel like there's a cultural difference in the terms of jokes.
Is amazing.
Yeah, no, the art's very serious. Art's brilliant. Look at this shit. It's cold as fuck.
No, yeah,
Sensational.
always super fire.
It's cold as fuck.
Even the RLA shit is like so super fire.
Yeah, no.
I've got like some classic Dragon Ball posters, like this one here. It's like printed on coffee paper or whatever.
Tough. Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of fire. Also, look at this black person here at the bottom here with the huge
Big ass lips. Oh shit, that's red.
Yeah,
That's red or black. Oh shit, I can hear myself. Crazy style. That means niggas. That means
Look,
the people outside can as well.
No, why did I show?
Oh shit! Cold.
Yeah.
I got a lot of Dragon Ball stuff around the room, actually, quite a bit. Posters and candies and toys and stuff in the studio of DBZ and GT. So yeah,
Word. I I got to lock in on my merchandise. I don't know how. I never know when to buy merch or not. Well, first of all, I need to. What I will really need to do actually. I'm painting my walls right now. I'm in the process of painting my walls. You can see the fucking.
The
white
beauty of
peeking
being a
through.
Dragon Ball fan is that there's a lot of bootleg shit that goes hard for you to buy.
Yeah, I just haven't. I don't have my room in the state I want it to be right now to start getting shit to put around it and decorate. You know what I mean? I need to get my walls to be like a different color. And once they're not this ugly ass blue, then we're gonna lock in. Then I'm gonna lock in.
You want to see some shit
Yeah,
that I
I've been wanting to
stole?
decorate my room.
Oh,
No. I love seeing things you stole.
I stole this off of a
You
wall.
thief.
Obviously, it's illegal to do this, but I got a really dope poster, like a plastic sign. Hold on.
What is that? What is that? What is that for?
wait,
Like,
it's
what does
like
it
a-
say?
Surveillance.
It's like a
You're
surveillance
being
sign.
watched.
Yeah,
That's tough.
yeah. The studio's a little bit weird. Like, yeah, I was thinking about that's Redman and paintings and
That's a
shit
huge
like that.
fucking poster. That's crazy. Where do you even get a poster
yeah.
that big?
Yeah, it's probably.
I was thinking about this about the MF Doom thing behind you. Did you just print out like loads of different squares of MF Doom?
yeah.
That's
block
crazy.
posters.
That's so
Yeah.
much work.
Both of them are block
Oh,
posters.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Both of them
Fair
are block
enough.
posters. Yeah.
that's what's up.
Yeah. I guess I should do my recommendation.
Yeah. What do you
So,
have to say to the people?
Nothing so interesting.
Oh wait,
but I've been
other
watching-
recommendation, real quick.
Nigga went from
JoJo's
I don't
Bizarre
have one
Adventures-
to hold on.
He's too
JoJo's
many.
Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run starts tomorrow.
What?
Starts tomorrow.
That's
Episode
crazy.
one.
That's so crazy. That's one of those things that when it got announced, I was like, okay, word, that's gonna come out in 5 years. I don't know how long it's been, but it's one of those things I put out of my mind as a thing that's a possibility. This is exciting times. I'm gleeful.
I've never watched
Alright, Maggie,
JoJo,
go.
so I don't know. That.
I don't even know if I'd ever recommend it to people. I think I'm like so far in that it's
Nah,
like
it's fine.
I'm so accustomed to the JoJo style that I like JoJo's, but I don't know if that's like JoJo's is good from like a perspective of someone who hasn't been reading it since they were
Nah,
13.
JoJo's is good. JoJo's really good. Part 4 is one of like my favorite pieces of fiction ever, to be honest.
The beginning of part 8, I'm really excited with part 7 actually, because part 7 is like widely considered the best part, and it kind of is like a universe reset. I'm no longer like I used to be adamantly against part skipping. Low key, I feel like part 7's low key.
No.
I feel like you could jump into part 7 and understand what's going on pretty quickly, but at the same time, it's part 7 for a reason.
I'm trying not to pay attention too much to this conversation because I may still watch it at some point. Because
We're not trying to spoil anything. We're just saying like it's
fun.
yeah, I
it's-
just don't want to
it's good
hear
shit.
anything. You know, I'm just kind of like,
Oh, okay. Word. Fair enough. Yeah, it's
Make it your
probably great.
recommendation.
so yeah, I guess I have two. I've been watching a lot of Japanese films, and I recently watched Rip Van Winkle no Hanayome, which is a bride for Rip Van Winkle, produced by made by a director named Shunji Iwai, and it's a kind of fascinating film with not much happening, but so much happening. There's two versions of it: a 4-hour version and then a 3-hour version, and they both kind of like drastically are different, but I just would like to recommend that. I think that if you like Japanese anime, it's a really easy jump into enjoying Japanese cinema because there is a lot of the same temperament in a lot of things. If you don't necessarily need to have shonen style protagonists fighting, like Japanese culture is interesting to watch, and a lot of their films feel very art house because of how culturally different they are and the kind of way that people communicate. So like, yeah, I joined the Discord. I shared like a Japanese or Asian
Movie
film
archive.
that's
Yeah.
great. And this one was like, I watched it twice and I was like, man, this is so amazing. Like if you like a movie like Lost in Translation, like this one will blow you away. And then I think the second thing that I was going to talk about was, I recently during a day or two, I read a bunch of comic books, an old series run that I read before. It's called Irredeemable by Mark Waid. Mark Waid being the, tremendous Daredevil writer and longtime writer of comic books and Superman. But his book Irredeemable is to me the best like Superman gone bad book, and from start to finish, it's just like a really good, not a deconstruction, but like a well, I guess it is kind of deconstruction. Is taking a lot of character archetypes, like a Batman genius, like a Superman, like a kind of a Hawkman, Thor figures in this world, and placing them into a world where the Plutonian, who is a Superman figure, kind of goes bad. And it's not new like a Snyder film, or it's not new like in DC Injustice. It's not. It's even older than like The Boys, like where you first start getting this deconstruction of the Superman character, and I think it's one of the best yet. And it also, he disappeared, and it also ends on a really kind of interesting. It ends on a really kind of interesting note that pays homage to Superman. So Irredeemable by Mark Waid, A Bride for Rip Van Winkle, Shunji Y. That's me.
Mm-hmm. Shout out. You said you had 2? Or was that 2?
A Bride for Rip Van Winkle.
Pay attention.
And then the comic book. Yeah, the comic
book.
What do we all look like with our glasses off? Go right now.
Why?
I look.
I don't
feel when I don't have my glasses on, I genuinely feel like I'm missing a facial feature.
I kind of am missing the ability to see right now, so I feel like that definitely is something that I might as well be missing a facial feature.
I have very almond eyes, like my mother. My eyes are not like my dad's at all. I've got the what is it? The epicanthic fold.
I don't know what that means.
That sounds like some Lux Max or shit.
Well, I mean, I got Asian eyes. I got almond Asian eyes. Like the fold goes over the top eyelid. Shit. So
I see.
You see, like my eyelid is actually under. So I've got Asian eyes.
I'm terrible at keeping my eyes open.
Trey, your eyebrows are really lit though. Like you got really thin. Do you pluck your shit? Like yours is nice. My shit is mad thick.
Yeah, I got. I mean, my problem is whenever I try to do them, I got like really weak eyebrows over here, like in this section here.
Well, I pick my unibrows, but
I clean. I do all the things. I'm
not trying to look like Heather Rory unibrow.
Rory is
a Frida Kahlo situation. You don't want to be on that. I see you.
Y'all don't know about that type of life.
What, Frida Kahlo?
No, I mean the unibrow life. Tupac had a unibrow. That was one of the realest niggas of all time, apparently.
It is sad.
Go back and look at those Tupac pictures, man. That unibrow is what got him.
Tupac image. Tupac image on Google.com. It's not crazy unibrow.
Nah,
he did be shaving it. He did be shaving it. Oh shit! I see it. There is hair there. There is hair. Oh yeah, we doing the thing where we post on Instagram.com.
Sophie, you take it. You're a good photographer.
Let me do it. We could have done this in the bonus though, no?
No.
I got my glasses.
Oh shit! Get serious.
For real though.
Very serious.
I look like Will.i.am not.
Shout out Will.i.am. Shout out to the Black Eyed Peas.
Yo, I think I shared it, but like I was out with my cousin AV and my man NJ like hella months ago, like last year, and there was a cat that was wearing like a cowboy hat, and he looked like Will.i.am, and I kept on pretending like he really was him and talking to him like, yo, I love that. Like I was just like really dapping him up, be like, yo, this is Will.i.am. I was introducing him to people as Will.i.am. He's like, yo, I'm not Will.i.am. I'm not Will.i.am. And I knew he wasn't, but I just was being an asshole. And yeah,
that's
I don't know why. I don't know. I'm not a good person. Maybe.
I think everyone has their problems, man. Everyone has their flaws.
Yeah. We'll get you canceled after your statements about the Jewish community.
My homies think I'm funny and shit, and my homies know I'll fight for them. So I got a lot of homies, but yeah, like apparently
the wokest dopest.
Yeah.
The mostest wokest dopest. Oh shit! Oh, I didn't know you were a gangster. My bad. Sorry, I didn't know you were. Oh shit! My bad. I didn't know you were a gangster.
I literally have a just like that.
I didn't know you were a gangster. My only chain is I got some spiritualized fucking African necklaces and shit. I ain't got chains around me.
I lost it.
I ain't got chains like that.
I got necklaces too, made out of wood and shit like that.
You got
leather
necklaces.
Hey, why you got so much necklace, bro? Whoa! See, look. I wasn't prepared for the triple. That's a good point.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah,
We
no,
gotta
my
rob
bad.
This guy.
Why
You're
you
very
got
serious.
so much necklace?
Yeah, no, no, that's a really good point. See, look, this is why he pays. This is why he put money on the Patreon and we don't, man. He got money to spare. You see these necklaces?
Shit.
It gets very
Look at
serious.
Look at this really ill Slick Rick photograph that I got.
I was
Two pieces.
literally gonna ask you about that last episode. That
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was. Yeah, that's sick.
No,
That's sick as fuck.
That's a real photo from Slick Rick from a homie, and he gave me 2 pieces, and I just separated them like that, and it looks hard.
Tough.
I don't know what it is, man.
Tough. I fuck with him.
I got, you know, I
Man,
put
let's
the tape
end
on the
this
wall.
thing.
Oh yeah, let's get the fuck out.
Trey, are you trying to say something about the like current state of people's minutes? Could it possibly be? Could it possibly be, Mega? Could you put the music on so I could do the thing?
Wait. I've got to get everything set up here, my girl.
Oh, is it? It's not a quick. You don't got like one button on the thing on the side. I thought you just went.
There is,
snap
there
and
is.
it goes. What is this? What is this?
Have y'all seen that video? Have y'all seen
I have, but the thing goes on for so much longer than I expected. I didn't even get to do my fucking outro, man. Yeah, that's quite awful. Anyways, what I was trying to say is what I'm saying on as to do the state of the people's minutes. We here, we've been the minutes.
Us
We've been the minutes.
are the minutes.
We've been the minutes.
Your,
Is that intro playing twice?
I don't know.
Are we just
This
running
is crazy.
a slap shop here? We've
We've been the minutes. And your time
is up.
time is up. Yeah, that's good. We can get it better.
I'm not gonna lie. These gold chains is fucking hard. I look like.
it's tough.
Hey, did I get blacker? I got blacker.
Maybe. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all niggas. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
going
no.
to my own shit now.
Jack Hollow's been hoping for this
I'm
exact
leaving.
moment.
Episode
He's-
15, my last joint.
Yeah, no, that's it. You're blacker now, bro. We ain't even need you no more, man. The entire project of this podcast was to make everyone here as black as possible, and we finally reached it. Megan's put the chains on. You know what I mean? I'm in my pajamas and
I
shit,
still
lazy
think I
as
should be
fuck, like a
blacker,
black
I don't know.
person. You know what I mean? Trey's got his locks. No, we're all black now, man. It's crazy.